Yo, last series, Sentinel G2. Again, I'm still pretty sick, even though it's going better.
And all individually, these players are stepping up in moments. I think that split game in particular, I once again thought that they were going to pull out. And it's things like Trent, who we haven't really been talking about that much recently. He's a monster, and you can see it in the server, but he's just not quite carrying it over the edge. And in some moments, having crucial errors that causes his team to end up losing. It's people like that need to step up and match Tenzin.
Yeah, you got to look at him. He was the guy for this team forever when they first broke out 2 years ago.
I thought he was going to get poached, bro.
Yeah, and he stuck around with this team. You got to be looking at him to step up. It's been 24/7 Jonah Leaf discussion.
Wasn't the rumor last year when we headed into partnership that Trent was going to be on Sentinels? Like, that was a real thing. That was a real rumor.
I forget. It sounds. I'll believe you.
Yeah,
Source. Okay. I don't know. You might have made it up, but I'll believe it regardless, I guess.
Yeah. Do y'all remember what Ten said during that interview earlier today?
No. What did he say?
He said that it's going to be easy to go up against G2.
Yeah, I feel like that's a trap, bro. Like, you can't be thinking like that. I know you're Tens and everything like that, but Tens is a humble guy, man. How do you get all this confidence going?
I was blown away when he said that. I was like, because like G2 really have just been phenomenal. But let's dial things back. We definitely need to kind of reverse things a little bit. Let's go back and look at the round from the Sentinels MIBR match that I think it had everyone in the arena screaming. It had us breaking furniture in here. It was insane. Like, it was pretty much a buzzer beater. Like Saucy, he hit that race. Planet Spike 2v1 for Artisan.
There was less than a millisecond on that timer.
How did he get that?
It's just absurd. And like, I'm thinking back to like the John QT round 2 yesterday, where he like just stuck it when the other team was trying to plant, and they got the fortune of the plant not going through. Like, moments like that, I feel like there's magic for Sentinels right now in their run to get to Madrid, potentially at least the playoffs right here.
Yeah, I mean, this is the worst analysis possible, but Sentinels feels like there's a lot of magic. G2, not a lot of magic. The magic has been stripped from their bland world. They're just.
I love it.
They don't have this. This is the worst analysis. Take it away.
Well,
I was about to say something even worse. I was about to give this like ESPN horrible psychological take.
Take it away.
Take it away. Thank you. I will accept it. But I can't believe what you're saying about G2. What do you mean? There's no magic there? I think there's some magic there,
Where
right?
was the magic?
Did you see what they did to the crewman show? They said good night to them.
That was oh my God. Listen, at least, honestly, we're bringing a higher level of puns than I'm used to.
Yeah.
No, if I'm being real, I mean, he's on top of the pun game.
I'm sorry,
Undisputed.
it's just the way my brain works.
Vancilli and GB, old news. They're out. They're out of here. And I don't even know what the hell.
Talk about magic with.
Oh yeah, the magic. There's no magic. There's no magic.
There's no magic.
We just watched the series.
We've been talking all weekend about how they're winning, but they're losing.
That was
And I feel like it's the same thing. I feel like they just lost, so it's the same thing actually.
And even when they were winning in this game against MIBR, and it's not a knock. MIBR are great. It's not a knock on either team.
Honestly,
their winning was so labored. It was every round they won, they were clawing for it. There was never a point in any of these maps where it felt easy.
I will say, Akeem, I think there was magic in that last game. I think there was. I think MIBR was actually just better than the rest of the teams that you actually saw G2 play. And so for that, I'm kind of knocking it back. I'm really reevaluating the relative strength between all the different teams. And I don't think it's there right now for G2. They have to step up huge. I mean, this is not even a situation where, the stakes are as high as possible for them.
100%, yeah. And I like being one of the newest new to the league, I feel like they definitely have a lot to prove. And they've really been pushing the teams that they've gone up against to the limits. Like we saw double overtime with EG. We saw that earlier today as well. We saw another overtime from them. So I don't know. I feel like they definitely are hungry. But let's switch gears. Let's talk about the IGLs, because the pressure is on for both of the IGLs today, because it's been a long time since their respective teams have qualified for a global event. Like, Paula, how many days has it been since their last qualification game? Break this down for us.
I mean, it's been a while, right?
Yeah.
For Sentinels, it's all the way back to that old roster, the legendary one back in 2021. For Champions, for G2, it's similar, right? I mean, It's insane. I think it was Masters Reykjavik 2022, so it's been a long time. And that's the thing, too. When you talk about how this team, G2 in particular, is new to the league, they are, that's true. But I was just thinking to myself, like, that's not what they're thinking about, because for them, they've made it to international tournaments before. They made it to Reykjavik. That's where they ended up, like, getting knocked down and really punched, and they had that amazing run as rookies, but now it's kind of like they're back in that same position, and it feels like they're failing right now, and I think that pressure might be slightly getting to them, or at least creeping into their heads.
It's funny to say failing. It's just because our expectations for them are so high. And even when it doesn't feel like we live in a magical world, it's still that consistent base they have is still keeping them so competitive with these teams that we're really getting a lot of respect for, like MIBR, right? And that's just the base. That is what the foundation they've built over, the last 700 days since that qualification. So.
Yeah, well, you know what? Today, we've got a great head-to-head matchup. The veteran Saucy versus Jonah P, who's been playing just freaking out of his mind. But I think he had to have been in his mind because, he was pretty laser-focused at times, right? What would you say?
I mean, Jonah has still been the best player for me for G2 in this tournament. I mean, you could argue lead back and forth. It's one of the other. They've both been fantastic, but big respect to Jonah. And on the other side, listen, it really tells the tale of how crazy Sen were earlier, that they finally broke the Saucy never wins on Sova curse. It finally happened. That's how good they were today. And Saucy has been great this tournament, too.
Yeah, he has.
There was always some criticism towards this guy, but
I feel like it's been a resurgence for him, honestly.
For sure.
I think
Totally.
every time they play Ascent, they finally got that win today. I feel like he's been stomping with that Odin. I think he's been really holding it down in the anchor position. And I think matching up against Jonah P here, I honestly... I rate the tech for Jonah P, especially on Sunset or something like that.
Yeah.
But I rate the firepower for Saucy. This guy is always I don't know, man. He's one of those guys that you watch him play and you look at the aim and stuff like that, and you're like, what the heck? How? It doesn't look that he doesn't look that good, but then he has 30 kills. You know what I mean? That's Saucy in a nutshell for me, and he is at that level. Or higher than the 2022 loud type of thing. He's at least equal to that, and that is fantastic. That's what they needed all last year, to be honest. But it's the role stuff that went through. It's all the changes that really held him down, I think, last year. Yeah.
So now, because again, we're pitting these two against each other. Look at them; they're huge. Now, I got to ask you both: who do you got, right? Because do we think Saucy's going to be saucing all over the competition in this match, or do we think Jonah P is going to? Can I say?
No. Whatever you're going to say, don't say.
What? I didn't even.
I don't know.
What
I don't know. The fact that you
say.
paused yourself, I'm just trying to save you. It's day 2. I got to go with Saucy.
Okay.
Jonah's sick, but.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with Saucy as well. This guy is a beast. Jonah P is somebody who's also a beast, but Saucy is a little bit more consistent, I'd say. Right? I think just round by round, he's getting value. I think for me, if I'm IGLing against Saucy, that guy is, I'm never going to his site, honestly. That's the type of thing I'm doing. Whereas Jonah P, I'm kind of working around it.
Yeah, well, we'll definitely have to wait and see. Now, G2's core have played together for years. Earlier, we sat down with Leaf to talk about what it's like to join such a tight-knit squad.
It's always going to be different to join a new team with new people that you're not really familiar with. Just knowing the little things about them and the little things about them as a player and how they are as teammates, basically. It's just about finding your place in the team.
A lot of players about to be meeting each other. It's all Leaf in the feed, fills up with red.
So fitting in Leaf into the team was a bit of a slow process, I would say. Some of his tendencies or game style was a bit different from ours. He was just more aggressive player, took more risks, and maybe slight over peaks here and there. Maybe on his previous rosters, he had to do more, be kind of like that X factor. And so we're trying to keep that aggressive, confident style in him, but also integrate it into our very structured system. What made us so good in Challengers was that we kind of fit like a glove. Everyone trusted each other to just get the job done as a team and not individually. And so for Nate to come and fit in, I would say he had to understand our process and our vision on the game, and how he doesn't need to make some of these big plays, or he doesn't need to take the extra peek or whatever, and just trust that we're gonna win together.
Push together, push together.
50 health. Dark gets a double face.
Let's go, Nate.
Pull that one from the brink.
So far, I have nothing but great things to say about him. I think he's an incredible player, incredible teammate. I don't think he gets enough credit for how skilled and how great he is.
I think under the structure of G2, under everyone's support, you're going to see that this guy could easily be the best player in the world.
Well, there you have it. A little bit more on Leaf. What are our thoughts here at the desk on Leaf?
Yeah, I mean, best player in the world is a tall thing, but I think he was up there last year in the conversation. I think absolutely throughout the Cloud9 run with America's, he was insane, and people were putting him with Aspas. Like, literally, that was the two people I think we were talking about throughout the regular season.
Yeah, they were the two best statistically duelists, basically, all of last season.
Until, like, Demon One entered the conversation during playoffs in Tokyo and so on and so forth.
And the fact that Cloud9 just got, they got knocked out barely by NRG at the end of the season, not going to the international events. You didn't get to see that actual Leaf versus international teams that are really good, so you could give them that spot.
I mean, to be fair, we have seen in the past, though, right? I mean, the guy has gone to Champions events in the past, and he's been an absolute beast, carrying in some instances. That's like what I remember the most from him at these international runs. So, yeah, I think Valen's praise matches up very well. I think he's fitting great.
Yeah. Not only that, but, I mean, his team, Valen's team, has given him a lot of praise as well. I mean, Net, we sat down with Net yesterday, and he called him possibly one of the best IGLs in Americas. Yeah. And I don't know if he threw, so he might have thrown a little shade on Sadat. I don't know.
It was actually respect.
Internet's been talking. The streets been talking.
Because he said Valen was the best IGL in Americas, and then he was like, well, actually, Sadhawk's really good too. So it was respect to Sadhawk. Well deserved respect.
Yes, I think, well, then we need to clear that up on the streets then, because the streets, they speaking ill on my man's Net. But anyways, you know what? Let's talk about what's at stake for Sentinels here. Now, it doesn't get more clear-cut. Now, if they win only one map, now they're in the playoffs. Just like that. Now, there's 18-round differential in favor of Sentinels. And Sentinels are, but they're two maps. There's a two-map differential. G2, I'm not good with numbers.
No, that's been a struggle.
I'm trying to understand this. I mean, because we definitely need to provide some context with this.
The situation is Sentinels win one map and they're through. And that's because of tiebreaker rules in a three-way tie.
Right.
Because MIBR just won. Like, they're still in that tiebreaker, but they can't win because of the map differential. That's basically how it goes down to it. But if G2 win 2-0, they also could be through. So there's definitely some things that are that needed to be clarified, and I think the players need to know, and I think we understand now exactly how this is going to go down. Basically, I mean, Sentinels just needs to win one map, and so it's easier for them. I think when you think about that conversation between them, they just took a big break, they got to watch the game, blah, 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 knowing that it only takes one map. I mean, that's just good prep on one map, for example. So that could be exactly what they put all their time and energy in. And so, like, a map veto, something like that could really change the things.
Yeah, 100%. And I think G2 needs to take a bigger mental reset than MIBR had to.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Because it's almost easier to, like, when you kind of just get smoked, and it's like, all right, well, their best players are they're having one of those days. You can reset from that. Even so after, they're like laughing, whatever. But when you're playing a grueling game, you barely lose. There's all those little moments, you're like, oh my God, if I just hit that one shot in that one situation, those type things, that can be the mental difference maker where it's tough to come back from.
Yeah, like I gotta say that coming off of that, I mean, I guess it was a loss. Like how do you kind of like reset mentally though?
Yeah.
When you're in a situation like that.
I mean, you've been in these situations in terms of fighting against other teams like this before. You have experience against big teams like Sentinels. You have experience actually qualifying. So this is a big game now. This is that moment where, like, it doesn't really matter strategically what you're doing. As long as you're going head-to-head with the calls of the other IGL, it's all about individual performance in these big games, and that's what this is.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you were talking about that Net quote talking about Valen's IGLing, and I think, listen, that is a common sentiment that he's definitely one of the best IGLs in Americas. If this team didn't end up here, I mean, you better know good and goddamn well a lot of teams wanted to sign Valen to be their IGL for VCT. But I will say, at the end of that Breeze game, I think G2 should have won that. I think they hard overcooked their attack side. They were trying to do way too much. So I need to see Valen reel it back a little bit, get his head back in the game, and I think that could be the key factor for them.
Now, quick predictions. Who do we think is going to take this one?
I'm with Sentinels here.
Sentinels?
I agree with you about the end of the map last time. I think G2 has been kind of weak in some instances, and Sentinels just looks fantastic. So I'm with Sentinels.
Okay. All right. Wyatt?
Sentinels.
Well, that makes three of us. that say Sentinels. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Sentinels as well.
It's an easy pick, I think, but also I think the right pick.
Yeah, but I love the underdogs. But anyways, I think it's time. It is almost time. We're ready to get into our final match. So let's send it down to the stage for team walkouts.
This is it, the final match of play-ins. Let me hear you make some noise for your Ascension champions, G2!
Holy shit, man.
And let's bring out their opponents. Make some noise for Sentinels!
Well, let's check out the map pool. This is exciting stuff. Again, like we all said that we all voted for Sentinels to win.
Yeah. I mean, the map pool can change things.
Wow, Sunset and G2. I'm shocked.
That's crazy.
Whoa, that's crazy, you guys. Oh my God. Again, Arden?
It is ridiculous. It is getting ridiculous
Again?
because it's maps that they haven't won. They haven't been flawless on Sunset. I really don't understand what the priority is here for them. But I also don't think that they have as many options to go for. I think in the MIBR series they had a lot more, right? But here against Sentinels has been pretty flawless throughout the entire tournament, especially that last series that they had. So there's not a place where there's a major weakness for Sentinels to go for right off rip. But for Sentinels, I think they are going for a weakness. I think that breeze pick right away is exactly what Kaplan, I think, is starting to get known for me, is good map vetoes.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, he crushed it yesterday against Lev, doing it again right here. I mean, two solid first maps. And I've been loving Sunset as well. This Sunset has looked really good. Yeah, it is worrying. Perhaps the biggest detractor from G2 right now is that their map pool really does seem pretty limited. I mean, they are just going back to the same 3 or so over and over and over.
Yeah, and I mean, they're sort of using the same comps as well. Like, we're not necessarily expecting to see anything out of the ordinary with these maps.
No, I mean, this is stuff that they've been practicing for quite a while.
Yeah.
It's not enough time to change anything unless they somehow came up with like a counter to what Sent does, but I don't think they're a team like that, so I don't expect it at all. One thing that I think is interesting here is I actually think that G2, tell me if you disagree, but I think G2 is a pretty emotional team when it comes to momentum, when it comes to trying to, bring comebacks back into play. And I think games like this tend to that. So, my Ascent prediction aside, I think that a team like G2 right here, right now, it doesn't really matter what has happened before. If they can really get into the game, get fired up, Net in particular, somebody who I think is, we talked about it yesterday about being pretty emotional, Valen as well, I think when he's feeling the game, it comes to him. So that momentum could ride on them just getting really hyped, really into the fact that they could actually still make it here.
Yeah. So you mean tend to that in regard to, like, if they come out the gate hot and start winning early rounds?
Not necessarily, but just like somebody gets, I mean, the stakes are enough to sometimes spark that, is what I'm saying.
Right, yeah.
And look at what we got. Look at the agent selects.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Interesting. Saucy Gecko?
Yeah, this is crazy, actually. This is what they've been playing at all recently. This is insane that they're able to switch it up. And actually something that I think I was talking to Kaplan recently about not having enough time to change things away from the sky. Looks like they finally have enough time here, but on play-in day is crazy. That's a big gamble, but I love it when they only need that one map. That is crazy.
It is. This is the map too where Tens gets really silly. This is the one where he gets so silly on the
dude, I could already see it. The Dizzy Flash flying, the TP going through.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
All right, well, it is time to get
So
into
we have a
our
Gecko
final
instead of a
play-ins match
Viper.
of the day. So let's send it on over to our casters. Riot Games Arena, make some noise!
And we have a
It's
Sova
Mimi
instead
and
of a
Ender.
classic KO.
Yeah, thank you very much. We have an interesting one on our hands. Here's the situation. Sen City, you win, you're in. That's it. But there's more. If they win any one of these maps by a +9 differential, there's no way G2 can make it. They're playing for the 2-0 today.
And for G2, the only guarantee is a 2-0. You do not want to leave it up to the rounds. They are down 18 rounds coming into this series. The difference between them
Man,
and Sentinels.
Riot always finding the worst way to make tournaments. It has to be a fucking talent. Like,
Shroud was on Sentinels, Shazam was on Sentinels, G2 was the guard. It's been a while, and this match matters. Only one last slot in the playoffs.
Yeah, that was back in 2022, but this is what it all comes down to. Sentinels trying to break their way into B main really early on. And you can see the utility forcing G2 out of that space, denying them control.
This Gecko KO comp, a surprise that G2 is going to have to contend with in a game where they have to win every single map to keep their hopes alive.
Check out that camera placed in mid by John QT as well. A lot of control going to be around there for him. The Sentinels work their way back into B main.
Sen site hits are really strong with these double flash combinations. And with 4 players primed in main, B will be the destination.
G2 got a lot of friends here ready to go. A Paranoia ready to go as well. Balanced position, back in sight.
Cover going out.
Smoke out, Paranoia in from both sides. Briefly, Sentinels will be stalled out with the cages up, but still a second wave of utility ready to go from Celsius.
Yeah, already Net on the move, taking some space back into mid. I believe the market door is closed on him, so with 40 seconds left, do Sentinels go in or do they choose to pivot?
With that cam in mid, they do still have opportunities to head back. The issue is this player stuck in mid. Net.
30 seconds
How much
left.
can he achieve? He hears so many players on the other side of that wall, and they're walking straight past it.
No!
Net! He's lost the opportunity. Now stuck out, flashed up by Celsius, but he still wins the
that
duel.
flash.
It is all good. Now Sentinels moving into the B site. Satchel in to bring it down. Wingman falls, but Jonah P can't get the job done. G2 aren't done yet from back site. Leap already coming around the corner, looking for the
That's
planter,
over.
and he takes down Saucy.
A huge kill out of him. 2v3 now. And Nat activated for the second layer of this one. Around the corner he comes, and down they go. G2 went out in the chaos.
Look, Mimi, that was about as shaky as it gets. Net misses a shot but recovers, finishes off at the end as well. But it's important to remind you, every single round G2 get here matters to the differential at the end.
It absolutely does. And that's just how they would want to start this game off. Net has been so good throughout this event thus far. In play-ins here already today, showing us some big moments.
The way he's locked down the site, the way he's played in the clutch off of his teammates, fantastic. Cool little play there from Valen. He was doing it all earlier today where he's throwing a temporary one-way smoke, putting that Omen orb up in the sky so it falls down, blocks off the vision, but not going to stall out Sentinels. They can go ahead and toss out the Dizzy, reclaim it very quickly.
I mean, it's stuck. Maybe not going to get it back in this round, but generally that will be the idea.
Yeah, that guy's supposed to land behind the sign. I think it went all the way over to the left.
Back over towards A goes Sentinels.
Yeah, ideally they have a ton of ability to counter out all the stall G2 have because they are going for the KO. That knife, that ultimate going to be so effective. So Trent's actually getting in front of his utility. Wanted to take that fight, stall them out. Sentinels really stalled out in the last round and it cost them. Now, again, Lee stepping on forward for the kill. That is easy for him. Running out of bullets, though, is good for the second, but we'll go for the chip damage before he falls.
And then it stalls, and there's just no way they can get that gun picked up. But now, one player has vacated from G2, forced to back away. So that Spectre is somewhat recoverable if they could get past that one way. No, instead, back through elbow into A.
Yeah, but I mean, the smokes here are non-stop. Jonah P's ready to cast that dart the second people try to come out from the smoke. Just give a line for Trent to shoot off of. Shock dart down. We're down to absolutely no time.
Somewhat of a repeat of that first round. They come down to the clock yet again. Jonah does not win that over Zekin, but Trent, the insurance policy on this site, will swing at just the right time and keep this one under control. Still, an absurd amount of damage.
Yeah, that is really annoying for G2. Not losing rifles, probably having to take a full bonus into this next one without much of a chance to fight back. Although it does show you, again, the major strength of G2's comp. I mean, the orb stall that they're able to put down in that choke from Trent, the way they put the one-way over on the other side here on top of that box too. Paranoia's on front as well. So Sentinels are gonna have to pick up the pace and try to maybe attack with these KO knives. They need to spot out that Viper who's always playing back slant. Trent has been pretty readable on that line, so even a knife that hits right against that wall should do the trick to turn off his orb.
Same util sequence to clear out B main. And into mid, Zekin goes quite quickly here. He's actually gonna attempt fake up through mid, flash on one side, and he sneaks through. That is a cheeky smoke for Sen.
Yeah, the camera doesn't end up seeing him. There's a fight in main though, look at that. Pinching through market as well. Sentinel's getting all the kills they could need. Jonah Pete has done some crazy things this tournament though.
And he's got a gun. He's got everything he needs to make a meal of this one. 3 kills. That might have been enough. Zekin now pushing towards spawn. One of his own connected. And he'll spray down the other.
Oh my god, they won a bonus.
You've got to remember, it has been a long day for Sentinels. They came in, what, 5 hours ago?
Man.
Won their first series 2-0, no problem. And then they have to sit through an OT, a 3-map series, waiting for this game and get themselves warm again.
There's a trade-off, though. You get to watch your opponent's VOD, you get to go against an opponent who hasn't had that time to cool down, but also, G2's in a position where they can kind of keep some momentum they may have had from that first series, despite the loss.
I think the main win here is, well, actually, check that out, following the ult all the way in. Good scouting, breaks the tripwire there as well. And that's going to cause big rotations from G2 in.
Sentinels have been oppressive in their mid control thus far, and it sets them up for another hit into B. These defenders just keep getting overwhelmed. Leaf is down, and Zekin has deep control on B.
Valen with the paranoia, but Saucy shuts him down. Another counter flash too, with Thrash following on top of it. Sentinels in firm control, and coming around the corner is Zekin.
I love the way they're ping-ponging in this round. At first, it's the hit through market, then it's the players popping out through main. Then in that second sequence, they have another layer to the rounds ready. It's clear that Sentinels have put a lot of time into the ideas behind this comp.
Yeah, and especially coming into G2, if Sentinels continue this very high-paced style of gameplay, you know, where they can burn through some of that stalling utility early, they can force the rotates to come in, it will really punish G2. G2 want to play slow rounds, so they stall you out, maybe they walk out into you in mid and look for a fight there, but it's very hard for G2 to have very aggressive set pieces on defense. Their only blind is a paranoia.
Now we start to see another one of the strengths of this comp. They just used Thrash on Saucy's Gecko, and in this next round, they're gonna have Zekin with the Showstopper online. You have a lot more ultimates that just get you free space on site compared to the comp G2 runs.
Yeah, and unlike a lot of the other comps that run Breach, where you're working on like a 40-second timer for your hits, with the Gecko, you throw out your Dizzy, you pick it up, 10 seconds later, you're throwing it again. You can really move in quickly. They take market and are instantly moving into the next space. G2 going for a big B stack on this eco.
B has been the destination pretty much every round thus far for Sentinels.
And G2 in all their ecos earlier today were also going for these B trap plays. Got a paranoia ready to go on this fight.
Zekin is down, and Leaf converts onto a second there. Showstopper up.
Huge.
On top, that is 10's taken care of.
Hold on, look at this. They've got Spike in main as well. That is brutal. All of a sudden up mid, JungQT is gonna have to try and find a lurk. And well, Zelsis deals with the Cypher on the opposite end, and it shuts off the camera. There was a camera there that didn't see the Cypher, and he's found a timing. He's gonna be back in Boba so quickly.
Trent has to police this. If he loses his life back sight, then suddenly these players holding Spike are pinched from 2 angles, and it gets dangerous. John misses his mark. So now Zelsis placed in a 1v3.
And the stall there is permanent. Yeah, I can force him off the angle. How about that?
Good shit.
Over the top. Brings it down to 2.
He can get this Spike now.
There's a decent amount of time as well. Check this out. G2 assume he gets the Spike and are already moving Trent over towards the A side of the map.
They're splitting up though.
and they saw Trent back behind Pillar. So if he slips into elbow before Zellsis gets here, that'll never be expected.
Trent hears the footsteps. He knows Zellsis is coming. Is Zellsis ready for this? Does he have any idea Trent's just on the other side? How has he done that? Zellsis!
Yeah, but the timing on the Omen.
Is he aware? Knife up!
Oh wow. Very good round. Huge round for Celsius.
Sen City up on their feet for that one. Could you believe it? That was an unwinnable round. Zellsis somehow with the Red Bull clutch. I mean, the flash there, finding Leaf on his own in main. That kill's
no
simply
way
absurd.
he should be beating Trent there. And he's 1 HP for the last fight.
Unbelievable.
I mean, it was an eco though.
We're straight
So
back into
economically,
Sentinels
it's
again
not
for
that
the
problematic for the
Setting
G2.
up for a beast, but it's fast. Rocket invested. Second in his face is Leaf, but down he goes. He's lined him up. 3 kills already. He's blind, but he wants more. Ten's on the other side, taken care of. And Jonah falls, but is he done enough? 3v2, Zellsis on the floor. Saucy's in trouble. One enemy
Oh
remaining.
no. Saucy's been revealed. They know completely. Here it comes. G2 all around the corner. An important equalizing round there, because look, Sentinels win that ridiculous round and they come out of the gates with the showstopper. That's one where if the G2 lose that, you hit the timeout button immediately.
Yeah.
You have to reset. The fact they win it is critical.
But this comp for Sentinels, they lose that round, investing 2 big ults. Thrash is back. They have so much staying power on that attacking side with this ult economy being so strong.
Yeah, they have 3 big old site clearing ults. You have got to respect. And I love Sentinel's read so far. Pretty much every round, it's just been putting this early camera into mid. Full information there because they know G2 never play this angle. The only way G2 actually play mid is like an op holding from there in the hands of Leaf. And then maybe walking out with a drone deep in the mid round, but that camera gives them such effective information.
This knife has also been getting so much value. 2 players.
We have another big hit with Gecko's ultimate.
No site is completely clear, even bringing it all the way back around for a recovery.
Valen used the ult to teleport over. G2 wanting to pick up the pace on this a bit. Heavy playthrough market on the retake.
Second is ahead of the smoke, but he is taken care of. Tens did trade that back, so it stays even in this post fight. Hunter's Fury, that's Jonah P, sending it in from mid. He gets a tag on Saucy as his teammates start to enter the site. Cage up for Tens. He needs to make something of this position, and his teammates all will come in to assist. Oh, but in main,
Gecko
Saucy's
stuff
down.
in hand.
Tens has to activate.
There is
They
a
really
lurk
down
by
to this
the
man,
door.
but he couldn't spin around
Oh no, the
behind.
door
Now
is
Celsius
destroyed.
like, could he do it again? The 1v3
He's
Jonah
awaited.
holding the spray, whiffing, but Trent off the spike. Flash
It's
around the
already
corner.
halved.
It's halfway. Can Celsius isolate a fight? Can he take down Leaf? No! They stick it through. And G2
Good trade from G2.
take the lead of this one again.
I feel like we all need a big breather here. You can see how tense the moment is, I think, for the players when these fights are going down, full committing to sprays. They know so much is riding on these individual rounds. And you only have 30 seconds in between to take that quick little pause. Tens getting his on the site was absolutely massive, but a little bit tough with that position. 2 players alive for Zellsis. Not gonna happen when they're already halfway on the spike. We're quick in A though.
We always are. Not a break in this one. Second up to Elba. This is the first real time that Sentinels have straight up tested an A hit.
Knife hit Valen. No paranoia, but it's already back up. The hit isn't coming in quick enough for Sentinels. They're all blind. They're all blind.
Valen, how is he doing
And the
this?
fucking
Tens
10
completely cut off
TP
from
on
the rest of their
site.
team. Saucy gonna try and save this one. Molly doesn't affect Valen at all. He can just keep on fighting, keep on fragging. Shut down G2.
And they need to reset, like...
The theory of the Sentinels comp should be so good, especially the KO shutting off the Cypher Trips, the Viper Gas, all of that, the Paranoia. But they weren't able to go in quickly enough. The fact the Paranoia came online and they didn't punch forward in that 8-second window they had, that cost them the round. Tens is teleporting in fully nearsighted. Same thing for Zekin. And that's the perfect hold G2 are known for. Their A side is rock solid.
Yeah,
So Kaplan hits
that's
the
a
pause button.
timeout, a send timeout.
Everybody chill out, take a deep breath. We got a lot of game left to go.
And Sentinels, they don't have to worry about the rounds. They don't have to worry about any funny business in this. They just have to win the series.
Yeah,
It's a
literally
normal game.
the simplest thing for both these teams is Sentinels just win, G2 win by 2, or win 2-0, and the rounds don't matter. We don't have to bust out the calculators. I don't want to have to bust out the calculators. I want a clean win from one of these teams.
So how does Sentinels turn this attack half back in their favor?
Honestly, I think they can go back to the mid control just a little bit. And also a little bit more awareness when they are hitting the sights. The last round, I'm scratching. They just needed to speed up off of the knife. But all things considered, one of the other great benefits of the wingman against G2 style of play is G2 love to play off-site and fast flood retake into you. Wingman planting the spike means you can keep 5 guns at the ready to fight G2 as they come in. I think this game and this map is very much just about the post plants between these two teams on this half of the game.
And in these post plants, I'm going to continue to look at these two initiators. Can Zelsis and Saucy put down the right nades in the right places and keep their guns up to delay these floods that G2 loves? Zekin, fast again. That is a beautiful flash for him to follow, but it's only 1 for 1.
Fantastic. Again, the knife shut down. Tens getting silly. It's a sheriff in his hand.
I know exactly where you are.
Because he just waited for this to come down. Oh no. Cypher revealing G2.
The man refuses to move. When does he take his time and paranoia up? Swing it there! Tens! It's a Tens moment, baby! He doesn't miss those. 3v2 though. G2 still have a shot at this. Net, oh, he's stuck out in the open, catches the trip. John Cutie takes him down, and Trent's tag 2.
John is so sick for dropping that trip in the post plant. Ruining G2's day, Trent. What can he do? Everyone's isolated here. But no one's giving him an angle. It's planted for all 3 of them.
No chance. Sentinels, what a reply. That flash
That's
play
a
into
huge
elbow
eco,
was
too.
beautiful to start the round.
It wouldn't be a Sentinels game without at least 5, 6, 7 thrifty rounds.
Yeah.
Both ways. Sentinels always keeping it interesting here. That was, of course, a great paranoia, playing off his own teammates that had wrapped through elbow. But really, the hero, you called it out, was that early flash. I think that's a Zelsis flash going through the window all the way over here that hits those players. You don't play against KO every day.
I don't think Zekin has had a round where he doesn't start by double satcheling. This one's not going to be
another
different.
one.
He's already into
He's
market.
under the
Paranoia
door.
off it catches Net, but he gets away.
Oh, there was an Omen ult. Tens went all the way back there. It got canceled out at the last moment, but we're still walking forward. Zekin's still looking. There's a one-way over in the spawn that Balin's staring into.
This is a wild round.
What?
He's in a crossfire, but he still finds a kill. What have I just witnessed?
Sentinels came in and they said, we are going to run down G2. They're down multiple rounds and they're
Sees
still
the
doing
rotation min.
every round. The Omen ult dive. G2 have had the luxury, I think, of playing against a lot of teams that like to chill out on Sunset. That is not the Sentinels' motto.
I mean, they were just playing crew on this map. Maybe the slowest attack side you could play against. What a difference.
Sentinels use
Wingman
those
going to
bugs and they use
plant.
them to find the gaps. G2 gonna walk straight into that tripwire. Flank is revealed and was that a showstopper?
It was, and it is gone. 1 for 1 trade. And G2 now working on this retake. Tens in position on the site, and John QT a 1v1 towards spawn.
This fight is everything. Whether or not John can come out on top. Trent is low and he sees the foot just jiggling it. Look at the movement on Trent.
It's beautiful, but John still has a chance. Molly at his feet. He needs to
burning.
release quickly. He's taken care of. Up to Tens. First shot is beautiful, and he'll teleport away. Find a new position, a new angle. Jonas low! And Trent has to hold this one to half. Tens has such little ammo. He's sticking the reload. Trent is on the spot. Can Tens get him off? No! Trent holds his nerve. And G2 win the round.
What are these rounds?
It's ridiculous.
Every single one a nail biter. Can we talk about Trent for just a second, though? He was playing with his food.
I mean, can we talk about the beginning of that round?
No, too many things happened. I've already forgotten.
Okay, Sentinels. What's the approach this time? Back to this B main default. This time, second not investing into mid.
They want the
I
ISU
think their
teammate.
prep has told them that G2 really only did the
Hold
aggressive.
on, look at A main.
You're so right.
Tens is up in a smoke, and G2 is getting mighty close to the man. Smoke fades, and Leaf was ready for it.
Yeah, Leaf was not fooled at all. That was bad. Sentinels, luckily for them, they have some kind of a presence in B main, but they still have to burst out into the site somehow. One of the rare rounds Zekken didn't use the paint shells, and that's because we got the rocket to zoom on into market, taken down by Net all the way back in spawn.
John QT in mid. Taken care of as well. Leaf has found 2 massive kills in this round. Comes to desperation. Sassy. What can the world champ get done? Already finds 1 kill. Now into the 2 versus 4. And Celsius, another tough spot. 1v3. Trent close. Swinging him dinked. That's damage, not a kill. He needs something now. Trent taken care of. But there will be no more funny business from Celsius. G2 clean up the retake.
Leaf finding tens up in the sky there, just crazy. Completely read him. Let's look at that. Yeah, it wasn't even a flick, just fully prepared. There was also a paranoia coming out on the ground in case he was playing down there, so Leaf was never going to be in trouble.
7-4 up now for G2.
I'm afraid for their voices. This could be a 6-game day for G2.
Yeah. The energy's still high for them.
Even after the loss. 2 nail-biters up against MIBR.
And honestly, after looking not in their best form in that last map, so many mistakes made on Breeze to let that game slip away. But they're back here and looking much stronger on Sunset against Sentinels.
Again, very common look from G2. We've got cages on the site for Cypher to play around, in theory, or buy time for Sen. The camera there as well. The rest of the team playing heavy off. And they can look for some things. They have Hunter's Fury in the post plant. They can scout with Valen to counter it out.
Celsius has null command.
That's the most important thing. That's why Cypher doesn't want to be anywhere near his utility.
If they contact all the way up elbow, he might actually be close enough to get caught.
And that's the read, though. Like G2, they're almost always either playing aggressive up A main or giving it completely.
Here's 2 ults committed into the A tape. Jonah P will try and counter from the other side, but just not finding connections. What happened to Celsius? Maybe just killing himself to try and get HP back?
Not quite sure. I think Valen might have had the high angle back from spawn here. But regardless, Celsius gets picked up, no problem.
Flash towards spawn. Saucy in a bit of a one and done here. He is taking some risks, but has his teammate up above to aid. That's 10. This duo is good for it.
That's a huge one.
Second, close corner. Stinger spraying. It's Saucy to pick him up instead. He finds 2 kills. Jonah back into the side. They come. Leaf for 1, 2 versus 2. John QT's position revealed. Celsius takes down Jonah, and the time, it's almost gone. Leaf. There should be no way he doesn't stick it.
Let's go.
It comes down to the wire.
Man, if G2 wins that shit.
Yes, barely.
.09 to finish out the half.
And after a strong start for Sentinels, that is an 8-4 finish up for G2.
The Red Bull clutch from Leaf at the end, tracking John QT behind the box. You could not have asked for a better start.
Ridiculous half of play already. But still a lot of time left here on Sunset as we have Akeem and the analyst desk standing by for the half.
Oh my goodness. This was insane. I mean, the vibes ramped up to a strong play from G2. I feel like, you know, we have it wrong though? I mean, a little bit. I mean, like, we all were banking on Sentinels. It's not over yet, of course, but I gotta say this.
Yeah, I'd back 2 seconds.
I'm just saying, look, I feel like Well, I thought the cardinal sin, the primary cardinal sin you could commit is choosing the same comp that you've chosen prior on Sunset. Sentinels, they came out with, you know, two new agents that we haven't seen them use with their comp, but I don't know, G2, they've been just like owning.
I'll tell you, it's been big moment after big moment after big moment, and this is what I was talking about. Net, like for example, getting the hype, talking trash.
Yeah, the end you saw the camera, he was standing up, and screaming the trash talk.
Absolutely.
And that's what they needed. I mean, it was what you were saying. The mental, getting back into it in that way.
Momentum,
they did.
Being able to be hype. I think this team is an emotional team. I don't think that they've had reason yet to feel that pressure enough. Right now, it's all there. They have to be flawless against Sentinels here. And so every single big moment that they're winning is just powering them. And you can see everybody's getting hype about this. I think, too, one thing that, you're thinking about when you're thinking about that whole storyline, right, that aspect of G2 is Sentinels is giving them these moments, constantly putting themselves in clutch situations where it's 2v2, 2v1, whatever, giving opportunities to Zelsis to clutch, and that is allowing them to get so hype.
Yeah, I mean, that was a nasty clutch from Leaf at the end, but it's not just that. It's been the whole half. He had a beat on TenZ, that one round where he took him out early.
He's always TPing in the same spot.
I know, they were reading him so hard, taking him out. They couldn't hit sights, so yes, looking good.
Well, let's get the second half underway. Back to our casters, Mimi and then Ender.
Thank you very much. The first half, very much defined by chaos, but for both teams, this is their chance to reset the energy and close this one out.
Sen City's not gonna let them. It is loud in here. But G2's attack will be completely different to Sentinels. They've got to take their time.
But you see some of the tricks Sen has in the playbook. Double flash out into mid, full re-clear of that space, and this Dizzy will be recovered.
Yeah. Of course, as soon as they go out into mid, that opens up the A site. So G2 will get that plant off. Check out this trip over an elbow, though. It might mean that the Sentinels cannot worry about that position in the post plant.
If the first half was G2's comp loving to flood retake, the second half is going to be about Sentinels and the set retakes they can have with this flash-heavy comp.
Yep, Zelsis is going to get crazy with though. Dizzy goes out, Paranoia to follow too, but G2 all off site.
That they are. And that wingman can help in these chaotic post plants. Second on the tap. Already found one. Frag G2 just trying to spam away to take care of this one. Satsi, he's holding it down now. Jonah doesn't have enough HP to fight. It leaves it all on net. He's already dinked, and Zekin closes the deal. Beautiful retake for Sen City.
That's a big one for Sentinels. And G2 already, I'm seeing that they're going to need to make some quick pivots. They played full offsite. And while, yeah, enemy team has those flash combos, it's brutal. The fact is, G2 don't really have many ways to get themselves back through if they ever get smoked off. So if TenZ is alive in a post plant, G2 need to get active, need to seek out early space. And that is really the limitation of their comp, especially when they're committing the Paranoia to the hits.
B-main fight from both squads. And 4 suppressed on that knife. G2, harvest up the orb and we'll reset. Back towards mid.
Looks like Saucy worked his way all the way up through A main. Didn't quite catch if he picked up the orb, but getting Thrash online early is so big. Yeah, easy pick in mid. We've got this camera here too, which is so annoying, just looking for any kind of lurk. So as they walk on into the smokes, Sentinel's gonna make quick work of G2.
Yeah, great control in the backside here. On QT, actually loses out to Valen, but the trade is there quick enough, and Sentinels get the defuse.
My biggest concern for G2 looking here, as they will have the buy, is how do they burst through? Okay, what are we looking at here? Camera on the opposite. Oh no! Oh no!
The poor guy just watched it happen to him.
Bro's just like your classic little film guy trying to take a pretty picture in mid, and then a grenade comes out of the corner.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday! Shout out this guy. prefer him to that guy.
Great take. G2 first rifle round of this half for them. And as expected, they are starting really slow, trying to feel out any aggression that this double flash comp will bring.
TenZ is going to be ready on a paranoia on that line. The second contact is made here. But G2, really, the way you categorize their attack is mainly through walking into mid and looking for a pick. And a lot of elbow walks try and pinch into that A site, led by the Sova drone more often than not. The fact they've gotten into market, a little surprising, but this camera here will be broken and spots out Leaf.
Sentinels have to be really cautious of any of these pops through mid. Leaf loves kind of pathing through, similar to what we saw from Zekin in that first half.
That'll be a big deal for them. Fortunately for Sentinels, all playing off-site right now. No kill trips or anything like that to work with. Just the one right next to John QT to make sure no one comes up on his drill.
Spike planted.
Paranoia to reclear market.
Uh-oh.
John QT somehow pulls that one off. The drip is doing everything. One trip, 2 kills. Down to 3 for G2. Can they keep this round in their control? Second has the ult. He is fully cleared out sight. But can the rocket find a connection? No. Misses in main. Just a stinger for him to work with, but Trent is blind. And he's knocked off to one side. Finds his kill. TenZ up above. The reflank finally coming in, but Saucy's found it down to half. It's only Trent. And on the other side of the smoke, a stinger is waiting. And
They lose the fucking bonus, man.
bonus in the second half.
Holy shit.
Who would win? 2 professional Valorant players or 1 silly tripwire? It's the tripwire. That's all John QT walked into the round with. That and a sheriff, and it got him 2 kills.
Ridiculous. Even besides that trip, it really comes down to the retakes with this comp, because that's the whole reason that trip is even there. Stop them from getting into sight, and then you can flood with double flashes.
And that smoke that goes onto the sign in main, they're so annoying. You can see because the center of it is raised. There was no way to walk out of it without getting shot.
Another upside of that Gecko, being able to cycle that Dizzy in A main. You have a lot of info with this comp.
Yeah, check your watch. 10 seconds later, Dizzy back ready to go again. So you can cycle that into main, although it leaves those windows where G2 can creep up, just like they have here. Orb goes down onto Leaf.
But a lot harder to time than something like a Sova dart or a Breach stun that has a full 45 seconds on the recharge.
And honestly, the amount of information Sentinels have to play with on this defense is insane. If this camera remains untouched, Sentinels will have free reign because Dizzy can cycle over on the A side. KO is going to have his knife every 40 seconds. Late in the round, you just hold on to that. And if G2 ever try to exec, you just throw that up against the wall in a main, and they're never bursting out of the choke.
So where did G2 want to end this round? They'll group back towards A. And likely just continue the theme of these slow contact plays.
Sentinels are playing pretty passively here. Saucy's got just about everything. That's a fun little dart going on in. Oh, wow.
30 seconds left.
Spam not going to connect from Saucy. But again, this comp is about retakes. Another 5v5 post-plant.
Valen scouting out towards spawn there, doesn't see anyone, so maybe worried about a potential flank. No, they've got a camera that should make sure there's no gaps on that one. They need to center this fight around shop. They've got 2 players, Leaf and Trent, ready to choke out Sentinels when they come through here.
Util coming in for Sentinels. The flash is over the top. Zekin into the site. Leaf is so blind, but Trent has a cheeky angle. Only goes for 1. Satsi activates, finds 2, kills this retake. Is so clean. The fish is finally in. They didn't even need it.
G2 is getting destroyed.
Sentinels.
Sentinels were one of the first teams to be playing this map after it came out, and they were showing us what became the meta very quickly. The breach, the fade, the raise, comboing off of that. It's so good to see their first showing here on the VCT stage of this map. A very different look, a very different read, comboing the KO and the Gecko. Kaplan, been in the labs cooking this one up, and it's fantastic to see now.
Josh RT gonna hit the timeout here. G2 very quickly running out of chances.
They have not won a round yet on this half. And I genuinely think their comp is outmatched in the post plants. What do? If you play off site, you are going to get smoked out and you don't have flashes to get back in. That's not looking good. If you play on site, you're getting flash comboed, paranoia, everything's unloaded on you. It's not realistically possible. So maybe you can play around your wall, your Viper wall, your cage is something, but even pushing towards the enemy spawn is hard because again, you don't have many flashes, you just have the paranoia. So everything revolves around them taking relatively even or gunfights because they can't help support each other. They have to do it through their mechanics and their fundamentals and their spacing. And that's tough at the highest level.
It is really difficult. If you give Sentinels the time to set up, to play these set retakes, it is bound for failure. They absolutely need to disrupt them, break this streak. But this round, not really the one to do so. Just some stingers invested.
Obligatory shout out to Jonah P on the Sheriff. It's not quite the Guardian, but that's about the only hope I give them here. Good scouting early on from Sentinels, spots out both the Sova and the Cypher.
And I mean, you're even just seeing on these anti-egos what's so impressive about this comp. Before it even gets to the retakes, they have utility they can invest to fight into either main to really heavily get information on their on the side their Cypher isn't at, and then they have recharges by the time they're retaking.
There is exactly one 1v1 they're giving on the map, and that's the Omen. There were 3 players over in Market, and Cypher's just playing off of his trips. Like, you're always walking into an unfair fight, and Ken's the only guy who takes the one. Of course he's gonna get his.
Yeah, if the only 1v1 is against Tens, like,
it's cooked.
Tough to win that. They'll get the plant in, but there should be no way they get around out of this one. That util combo is disgusting.
Tens tipping
2
in.
flashes in at the same time. Jonah overwhelmed. Sentinels take the lead.
Obviously, G2 hoping to win this map, but it's time to talk the worst case scenario for
Hit the
G2.
panic button.
Hit the panic button. If G2 lose out from here, it's still underneath the round differential, right? 8 to 13 finish would only be 5 separating them. And if they got some 13-0s and some 13-1s, it keeps them in the picture.
So you mean to tell me, if they lost out from here, they would only have 3 rounds to lose in the next 2 maps?
Yes.
They have to win.
Bad.
They have
It
to
is
win.
bad.
And that means this round is critical. Big ults online. Showstopper. Zekin into mid. He's taken down. That is the first advantage G2 has had in a long time, but there's another fight coming.
They're still going. They're still going.
He's going to get overwhelmed here. Teleport out. Leaf, Showstopper, connection through, but he still finds one! And Sassy's just gunning them down in main! Only 2 left alive! And look how aware Sassy is. He's ready for the player through mid. Jonah's taken care of, and Trent is again alone. 1v3, an ult in his face. There is not a chance in hell.
It's over. It is over.
That was the round.
It was the round. It was the swing round. It was the ult round. It was Sen going up to 10. And it worked out. The opening was perfect, right, for G2. They kill Zekin. But then 10 somehow blasts Leaf out of the sky. Saucy swings into the fight like an absolute madman. Who does that? His teammate dies. He's already on the ground. He's cold. And Saucy's going back in for 2.
Walk through mid for G2. Does Zekin get flashed through the smoke? Celsius is ready for it, but they're gonna come to him instead. It's a 1-for-1 trade out. But John QT, Sentinels is always so apt to find these trades.
It's because they have so much information. They're playing like it's unfair. It's 5v2. It's 5v2. Every single fight is a numbers advantage because they just know exactly what's happening on the map.
And rewind that round to start off. They're cycling a Dizzy A. They know that A main is clear. They have trips up on B, so they're fully understanding that this is likely to be a play through mid and are ready to punish that.
And look, G2, they actually got into the smoke. They almost had the narrowest margin to actually get in there.
On.
But it
That was
doesn't
a
matter.
chance. And it's now gone.
Thrash is ready. And he gets Thrash. Sentinels, you can see Thrash available, Null Command available. Next round
30
looking
seconds
even
left.
tougher. And that'll be the buy again for G2.
I love the way Sen is playing this defense. When they're in this man-up situation, they're fully condensing this map. No one is in any position where they're giving a disadvantageous fight, even an even fight.
Kaplan with a full off-season to work with this team and bring them under the Kaplan spell, the magic of him. He has put together the most well-drilled Sentinel squad I have ever.
Oh my god, he got caught.
Great Thrash will detain Net. He should have no way to escape this one. And his poor teammate Fallon only has 14 HP to work with. John's holding the line. It was only a matter of time. 11-8 now. Sentinels, indomitable on defense.
And I don't know, you can't help but get a little bit excited about Sentinels. Every single fight, very high percentage that they're taking and looking good in it.
Remember, this is just kickoff. This is the beginning for this team, and they're already showing us new creative comps. This is not the Sentinels of last season that was always playing from behind.
This is also a Sentinels that was in the absolute group of death, right? Like, it couldn't get harder. Anyone else the teams for me?
Yeah, I mean, Loud.
Yeah, that's bad news. That's also bad news.
It's brutal.
Yeah, and they were able to take down
even just
Riatan.
those two were the top two teams people were saying that are going to be the best in the league.
And honestly, I thought 100 Thieves was playing fantastic Valorant. Like,
I mean, they pick up a world champion.
Yeah, that group was so hard for them, and they did get through close matches all the way. It's looking like another close one here, but this second half has been lights out from them.
We're approaching last chances here for G2 on this first map.
I feel like this music is a little bit too chill for what's happening.
Sentinels is vibing with it.
Yeah, Sentinels feeling real good. G2, their nails must be bitten all the way down. You know, it's starting to slip.
Remember, they just came off a heartbreaking loss against MIBR.
Yeah.
It is very rare that in Tier 1, you have to play back-to-back matches.
It never happens in VCT. It's also, they won in OT. They came back in that split map. They almost didn't even have a shot here. It was almost MIBR with a chance. But they earned it for them, and now they have to push it that one step further. They've got ults. Jonah P ready to unleash that Hunter's Fury. But Sentinel's getting aggro.
It's a pinch into their spawn! Zekin connects to double off the rocket! They can't get you break! Sentinels is running them over at every turn. That was out of G2's paws. They haven't slowed down for an iota of time. 5v1 for Trent. This is just so different from what we've seen before from Sentinels.
G2 are looking shell-shocked, and you could not look at two teams with a different read on the map. G2, play slow, stall, and Sentinels came in, go, go, go. Not a moment to breathe. A timeout, the only respite, and the 30 seconds after your team's been wiped.
We need to get a flawless round tally going here. It seems like half of this defensive side has been rounds just like that.
The fans certainly know what's happening. Eight in a row. G2 had a great first half, 8 rounds themselves. Now they've got a battle back. Jonah P, the legendary Guardian in his hands. But once again, Sentinels, heavy stack over towards B. They are ready to fight around this area if G2 decide to commit in. That said, maybe Valen can get a little bit loose with it. Do we see a deep flank TP with the Omen? Do we see Net and Trent try to do something towards the A site? So far, it's been 30 seconds and nothing. Droning into the site, looking to break down that camera, but they can't find it. He hasn't clicked in, and the flash coming back from Boba means that they will never break that camera. 40 seconds now gone on the round, and the information still stands. Only now broken from them, but Celsius has the null command ready for the pre-take. They're not going to let G2 plant the spike. G2 need to activate these 2 players in A. They have got to do something because right now they have been stuck here, getting hit by info cycle after info cycle. Sentinel's ready to pounce on them.
Grenade!
G2 start to hit. When is the flood going to come? It's only a matter of time. For Sentinels send their wave back.
They're going to A with a spike. They're going to A with a spike. Those 2 players there. They heard Sentinels rotate out, but they're still hanging around. Tens finds his first, and there's still Saucy back in spawn.
Saucy, he's gotten a kill. G2, they have a player already late on this flank. Hunter's Fury is being popped. Jonah will try and defend his teammate. What can he get done with it? He buys time for net.
The spike goes down. There's a camera that will see these 2 players. G2 need to get out in front of this fight. Sentinels are already on the defuse. Net finds 3, but they're sticking it through. They take it all the way.
Sentinels 13 to 8.
Man, G2 has like no idea.
Combo on Sunset, a new style of play, a completely
That's crazy,
different read
man.
than their opponent, and they dominate every one of those combos. But so perfectly drilled. And I mean, technically a Red Bull clutch to end it.
Just sticking it through at the finish. Simply ridiculous. An incredible map. I mean, the first half, every round so close. But Sentinels and the crowd here rode the wave on defense. They didn't give G2 a moment to breathe.
They absolutely did not. Sentinels looked excellent in that one. And G2, I mean, that entire first half, so many moments where it looked possible, where they looked good, up 8-4 to start, and then it slipped away.
Sentinels surprising with the new comp. Not surprising with the discipline, not surprising with the skill. They dominated map 1.
That they did, and we've received word that that's done enough, that the round differential has gotten them to the point where Sentinels has qualified into the playoffs. But it's not done yet. We still have a rest of the series. We're still playing it out for fun. Map 2, after this.
Oh, they are still playing it. Interesting. I hope we are going to see some good games, because we should see the seeding, right? Like the playoff thing, seeding, because we have it for Europe. It's like Fnatic Koi and Heretic Navi, I think. Yeah, that's Heretic Navi. And it's the 29. So it's
Welcome
Thursday.
back to VCT America's Kickoff Play-In. Sentinels won the first map over G2 and have officially qualified for this weekend's playoffs, which was freaking amazing. Like it was so crazy seeing G2 in the first half, which they showed a lot of promise, but what happened in that second half?
They didn't win a single round.
They had me in the first half. Not gonna lie.
That was insane.
You
though.
thought they had a little bit of magic at first.
That was the first time I saw G2 magic today. No, genuinely, in the first half, what Leaf was doing, Jonah had one of those sick moments, the Leaf clutch at the very end.
Yeah.
But Sen on the second half, I mean, their overarching game plan, their setups were so
So the first and second go
damn
to
good.
Master Model.
G2 got 7 plants off on attack, won none of those rounds, which is a testament to both
So,
how good Zen's retakes were, but also most of those situations.
it's gonna be hard for
the majority of them,
Kickoff. They're
they were getting the
Fnatic.
plant down at a disadvantage. Like
Yes.
Sen was finding
And I
people,
think
they
we've
weren't
seen
getting into the site.
Oh, for sure.
Heretic
It was
and Navi
man
play each
advantage
other,
situations
no?
left and right, and there were so
Maybe
many
I'm
good things
stupid.
about that composition. Actually, on defense, I wasn't a big fan of it on attack. I didn't quite feel like Saucy had all the tools at his disposal or was using them effectively. But then when they went to defense, it was a completely different story, right? Being able to refresh the flash, being able to use KO and
no, it was
the
Navi
Gecko at the same
tier.
time to
Way
play
more
aggressively on 2 different peaks. I mean, that strat that
was
they kept
tier,
doing was
not
Zekin would
TH.
showstopper down mid with his ult, and sometimes he died, but then they'd get B main
No,
control
but we
anyways.
saw
Like, that was so
Team
good.
Heretic
And because they
to
have the 2 initiators to be able to
Kickoff.
set that up, it's very, very nicely planned by Kaplan.
Yeah, John QT, I don't know, he really set some traps for G2.
Oh, yeah, I mean, the defense setups.
It was insane. I'm kind of curious, where do we even think that G2 went wrong, though? Like in the second half?
I mean, I don't know, man.
Well, this is one aspect where they definitely went wrong. They could not figure out John's setups. They were not properly clearing out these trips at all.
And honestly, that type of thing, especially what you just saw in that, like the pistol round and these types of moments too, Leaf is looking for the trips, right? But on that pistol round in particular, right, he runs into it and Jonah P's behind him and he doesn't shoot the trip. And then Jonah P walks into it again. And still nobody shoots the trip. It's like they didn't read the patch notes like 2 months ago. The trip stays up. But even still, that's the type of thing that like will make your teammates mad, will make your teammates angry, will tilt you. Obviously, you as a teammate, as somebody who cares about performance, you're going to try to wipe that away from you. But those are the types of things when you're an emotional team, when you're trying to ride the momentum, like I said, don't want to rehash the same point over and over, but that can hurt that. That can really hamper that.
Yeah. Even though Sentinels won, they're moving forward. We're still going to play for fun. So what do we? Because in essence, this is a video game, all right? Valorant is a video game, people. So we're still going to play for fun.
I mean, I think it's literally true.
Within the essence of Valorant,
right?
It is a video game.
Yeah. I mean, it does matter for like seeding down the line for these 2 teams. I think if G2 lose the map, then they'll be tied with MIBR, and it will actually go to like actually, I don't even know. I don't even care anymore about that like the tiebreaker process. As long as I know who went to playoffs, as long as I know that Sentinels is through, I'm good. And they did. So let's see how the rest of it plays out. And does it matter? Maybe.
So what are we expecting to see on Breeze? Do you think we'll see?
I mean, the classic.
It really depends. I mean, like, does G2
fucking
go
Jets
crazy?
over.
They don't need it anymore. Do they go crazy?
Like
they can, right?
KO.
I have no expectations. I don't know
guess.
what.
These are the games.
I don't know what to expect.
These are the games that we you just like don't know what's gonna happen anymore.
No. I mean,
It's
it's
gonna be a
just
deadlock. Like that's the sort of thing. Cloud9 deadlock type of beat. Like
We did see a deadlock.
Yeah, I know.
During playoffs, do we want to? I mean, kickoff rather. Do we want to see another deadlock? We could now.
I'd love to.
Honestly, I saw one time. It doesn't matter. Just
like-
get 10s on ice, though.
Okay.
One
Okay.
time.
It's-
Yeah, that's what
it's true, too, 'cause,
Sentinel is
Sentinels is the team
playing.
to do it. Once they
And
realize it doesn't matter
G2,
anymore.
they play.
You think they're just gonna bust it out
absolutely.
and
I mean,
And
they
there's
played
reason for
Breeze
that, right? They're
just
moving forward to
before,
playoffs,
so.
right? There's reason for them to hide stuff now.
Yeah, no, Jen.
And they play
Jen,
Arbor
already made it,
Euro.
like, just don't give anything away.
Yep.
It's all good.
So since we already know Sentinels is moving forward, so do we think that they're just gonna be kind of just wacky, crazy
Yeah, it's going to be a good.
on Breeze?
It is genuinely.
You watch a
guessing
seeding
for
match? It's a seeding match.
it is actually see. Yeah. Back to the old reliable.
Reliable, yeah.
We've been here before.
Yeah. But this is the thing though with these two teams, because we kind of mentioned this early on, and I kind of want to just bring this back. There was some rivalry with this team way back in the day with the Guard, right?
Yeah, absolutely. The G2 Sentinels, the entire thing was a mess back then, bro. Like, these guys were going at it because Sentinels was the team to beat way back in the day. So, like, at this point, I mean, they've got slammed by Sentinels again here, and it's going to be like, okay.
It only took 900 days, but they're the team to beat again, if you can believe it, based on whatever stat that was we saw earlier.
Yeah. Now, Ball, you were mentioning earlier how emotional this team is as well. G2, yeah. So, where do you think their mentality is now? That they just got that L, that big fat L.
Obviously, they're gonna be disappointed, right? But I think this is their first time stepping on the stage for America's League, right? They get to feel that same level that they've been there before. But this is different, right? This is partnership. They've accomplished something by making it here in the first place, and now it's all about being able to rehash and retain that mentality that they had to make the grinds here in the first place, right? And I think they're going to come back in a second split, or in split one, and they're going to be scary. I think there's a lot to learn from this run in particular, but they made it deep, right? And so it's going to be really fun to watch this team develop now, because we've seen them before go on this arc, right? We've seen them go from not necessarily like barely making it to all of a sudden like grinding, working hard, and then making it to whatever it might be. So I think could be contenders for another international event, be it Shanghai, be it champs.
Listen, we've got a solid month ahead of us of wild speculation based on ranking teams with most of them not playing each other due to the format with the groups. And listen.
But look at this.
Yeah, we got
our agent select.
Yeah, we got the same thing here from G2 that we just saw not long ago. But I mean, I agree with you. Like, G2, they've clearly proven that they're going to be in that mid-table.
Yeah.
And Leaf has really shown up for them. They're doing better and better. I mean, listen, there's a lot to be hopeful for the team. Like, they have solid expectations. I think they can surpass them in a month's time, right?
Yeah. Now, looking at Sentinel's agent comp, how are we feeling about this? We think this is
standard.
I mean, it's just a standard thing. And if they're trying anything different or want to do anything different, I mean, this is the perfect time to just throw the standard thing in, get a win.
Absolutely. Well, we're still going to play out this series and head on to map 2. So let's send things back over to our casters. Here's Mimi and Ender.
Thank you very much. Yes, this game, what does it mean?
Everything.
Really?
No.
No. G2
Nothing.
cannot make it to playoffs. But it's silly goose time, because we are still playing the map. And Sen, I heard Rob in the halftime, Rob Moore, owner of Sentinels, he said they're not allowed to lose to G2.
Yeah, look, I saw 10s hovering Yoru, and I've never seen a person stopped so quickly. It instantly flipped back to the KO. No, they're here to win. They're here to take everything from G2.
Match of the century, people. Let's see what they've got cooked up. It's Breeze.
And the classic
Shroud up
comp.
there?
Awesome.
Let's work on that if it goes to map 3.
Someone ring him up. Maybe at halftime we can hot swap him in. No one will notice. They're already doing my favorite thing.
What is that?
Walking halls.
Tell me why you
It's
love
so
that
fun.
so much.
Because you're just knocking them out for the entire round. Why is Halls back? It's so that we can do silly little lurks. And there's no one sillier than
It's a
Net.
little treat for Net.
Yeah, it's a fun, you know? With Cypher, you're usually in camera jail. No. Now he gets to get active. He gets to walk. And he gets to do the funny and kill Saucy. Maybe.
Saucy also hauls. And Zekin in mid. Sentinels. a retake. We've seen this show before. How does it differ? Here on Breeze.
They're actually just doing a real retake. Here we go. Opening door, getting onto site, moving up quick. But G2 are playing very far off.
Yeah, everyone's quite passive.
He's up Holes!
Holes fight, Holes
He closed door on himself!
Net is locked off. I think that was actually Saucy. All the play to lock him away. As this retake will continue, Net active. Holes haters sobbing in this moment because their post plant is clean.
G2 do what
That
they couldn't
was
do
a
one
retake.
time on the attacking side of Sunset.
What's that?
Win around.
Don't bring that up.
I mean, it's impressive. The turnaround now that the pressure is off Mimi, they are looking new, they're looking refreshed, they're looking revamped.
It's a scrim.
It's a scrim. If you ever wanted to see what a scrim looked like, this is your chance. Pull back.
No outlaw, no small shield.
Saucy called in reinforcements this time. Look at that Viper wall. The defensive wall.
Yeah, the crazy wall there.
The flash for the jet
main. Fight A main, they will. Clean shots out of Jonah P. That guy's been good this tournament.
Yes, he has. Nobody better with the Guardian in hand.
They are farming
G2 stringing them
orbs.
together. Like riding a bike.
And this is why
Sentinels now.
an outlaw would be really good second
I
round.
want to see tens.
It's not necessarily to finish second round, but it's the third
I
round.
want to see tens.
We have
He's allowed to run
like
around the map.
4
No. It's not a situation
4 small
like that.
shield.
It's just that
And they would
he's
have
been
to be
trained,
like
let's say.
Yeah, he has to like
downgrading their weapon to get
John
heavy shield.
TT, Kaplan, the old ball and chain.
If G2 went for
Tens has to full lash for his teammates. It's a
for
very
an
boring
outlaw.
life for him.
She
He's actually
didn't.
said he likes it and prefers this role over Duelist, but we'll ignore that for the narrative. As everyone's in halts this round, including the clone. They'll push up, roll through. You can do some cool stuff with this one, like this little fake. Thought we
Alright,
were running
Celsius.
holes? Nope.
What you got? Zelsis on his own. Zelsis in a prayer. That's a lot of people.
That is, but he takes care of the first. Flash a little too late to help out Jonah P. Leaf. Bounding up and down, taken care of by Saucy. Shock darts coming in, and that deal damage onto Trent. No, he stays safe in his current position. And the dart into backside. Well, clear there. 2 players, not a part of this just yet.
Also, Zekin hopped over the trip with his updraft and is all the way around on the flank. He's going to be in window
haven't
quick.
Even planted yet.
No.
Finally, Trent will get that down.
They're not ready. The elbow cam wasn't checked. Zekin up in the window.
Oh, that
Dash
timing.
shot. First player spotted. Does he hear Net? No. Okay, it's weird. But Zekin just wins those. New Jersey's
It really
last
is a
hope successful
scam.
again, but Trent now in the clutch. Finds one already. Play for the clip. Find another 2.
That's all that's left.
Spike to blow. Trent to find another head. And Tens is in trouble. Molly at his feet. He'll have to try and hold on to this one, but Trent, he's got it in the bag.
Hi, YouTube! He hit it! He hit the clip! Very nicely done. G2 kind of owning.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact. The side hit wasn't super simple, but the Red Bull clutch for Trent there in the 1v2. Very nicely done. Tens was trying to go for the half stick. Trent wasn't gonna let it happen.
He's standing up.
There was a lot of standing up in the last series. I've never seen so many players out of their seats yelling at each other. That's a good one.
Stand. Second. Playing a dangerous game
They
there.
found 2.
Bobbing and weaving out of main. They'll back away. Paul's fight again. Seen this one before, Saucy. He just connects a bit of a tag there, but can't find a kill.
Yeah, Net decided he just wanted to duel for this game. I'm gonna walk calls every round, they're gonna swing me, and I'm gonna win.
Fun fact, he's actually playing ISO. You'd be surprised by that.
Yeah, Halls is actually just ISO ult, but without having to click any buttons.
Fake teleport.
I'm gonna talk about the game. Look at Leaf playing around the wall like that. Love it. They were going for that shallow wall all throughout their game earlier today.
Okay.
Had some difficulties fighting through it, I think. A harbor wall giving you a bit of a self-slow, but that little pocket he can play in right there was real nice. And he actually took an aggressive TP. He didn't take a single aggressive TP in the map earlier today.
And he never will again.
No. The one time he does, he's punished. I hope he pretends to be a clone.
That would be ridiculous.
Why not? Nothing to lose.
30 seconds left.
Oh. Saucy gonna try and
Spike planted.
bite off another head here with his Marshall.
Is that what the Marshall does?
Sometimes. In the right hands.
That it does. Is Saucy the right hand or the left? Left-handed. Left-handed player.
That's kind of mean to
It's not the right hand, sorry. It's the wrong one.
A shame. All right, 4-0 start for G2.
What if they went 13-0?
Honestly, if there was to be teams for a, at this point, it's basically a show match.
Yeah, which they already did in the offseason.
In the offseason.
They literally had the G2 versus Sen show match, Mimi.
We're doing it again.
Yeah.
In that, what was the record from that?
I believe that was a 2-1. They played twice against each other in the offseason.
Pull that up.
I'm scrolling back. Yeah, it was a 2-1 for Sentinels.
I'll talk about the round when we get this. Yorwell into A. This comp's kind of sick. You can throw out these harbor walls, can scale off of that. But guess what? It was all a fake. They're going towards B instead.
We're going B. And Sentinels don't really have much space on this site, although they can look for the spam. Jump QT. Really not finding the mark on that one. But the spam got a lot of damage down.
Spike planted.
The base in the venue is getting its money worth right now. The spam
And they found Trent.
Shock dart's good from Saucy. Soval delaying time in this post plant for G2. Sentinels flooding back in. Deep inside, Leaf has an angle behind his teammates High Tide. When will it fall? When will he be forced to fight these moments now? But it's only one. Sen trading back through even, and they win it out. The Sentinels are on the board.
Yeah, Sentinels show us a very nice B retake there. Starting it off with Saucy's shock darts right on the planter.
Talk to me about this Viper wall.
Oh, I'm so glad you said that.
If you play ranked, you never see that Viper wall. Why is it good? Why is this team dominant?
First of all, I am going back in time to the last time these teams, or the core of these teams, faced each other. 2022 LCQ. It was Sentinels versus then the Guard with the core of G2 on that team then, and it was Shroud on the Viper for Sentinels. And he was the first guy that placed this sort of half-sight retake wall. He was tossing it from all the way back there.
The one you see on
go like that.
from the defenders.
Yeah, I can't draw a straight line because I am, bad, and I don't have my protractor out here. But yeah, he was the first one that really did it. It allows you to sort of chop up the side in the retake, not give a ton of space when they're actually trying to hit into you.
Shroud
It's really good in those situations. But in this round, Sentinels, I mean, crazy aggressive down mid, a flash, There's Fury, everything committed, but Tens is going to get overwhelmed. G2 contend with that one beautifully.
Saucy is looking for Leaf, and he's out of there.
That was
No problem.
close.
That A side pretty much completely open. Apart from
Still
Celsius
have
playing
net waiting
all the
in
way
main.
down deep on the double doors. And Valen can dip into that ult to clear the site. You won't see any of the rumbling on the ground, so you can get in with not too many problems. At the same time, though, I'm keeping my eyes on Leaf still. Like, dude's still hanging out over towards B, and his teleport is right next to him. It's a very shallow one, but he sort of slipped on in here. No camera on the site to spot him out. He's wrapped all the way around John QT.
The Leaf World Tour starts. Oh no!
It's been canceled. Canceled before the first show. Tickets non-refundable.
But now they're gonna go all the way back through me. The B. There's a fight in mid. Trent takes down Saucy.
G2 are calling a crazy round. They're back in top mid. They're down in bot mid. Sentinels keep walking in to try and fight them.
That started as a fight in mid, and then faking towards one side, and then Leaf walking up the other, and then another fake back to meet up with Leaf. Crazy mid-rounding.
All according to plan. They drew that one up in the Valo plant, just as expected. That was not in Valo plant. I promise you. Leaf got a little wild with it. And honestly, I kind of like seeing G2 play a little bit looser on their attacking sides. I think a lot of times they ended up getting stalled out. Especially back on Sunset, of course. So seeing a Leaf go do things on his own, which you totally can on the Oru, having the TP to get out, the flashes to enable yourself, you can get real crazy with it up through mid.
This match, silly business. But
So
there
silly.
is serious stuff left.
Okay, hit me.
Post-show today, the draw for the playoffs.
Big.
There are some big names in that playoff. 4 teams, you play 1 match, you either make it to Madrid or
You
you're
pray
eliminated.
you
High
don't
stakes.
draw energy or
And that draw
load.
is going to be really important, so do make sure you stick
If you're
around
Sentinel
to the post-show
and
to see
Heavy
which matches we're going to get
Geniuses.
next weekend.
Oh yeah, Sentinels have that to look forward to, that's for sure.
Honestly, Loud Sentinel rematch,
And you know
like,
what? If they can't
I
win
would be
this
down.
map, we gotta wait another map before the draw show. So Sentinels want to get prepping, which I'm sure they do. After the series is over, and they see the draw, they'll instantly be watching VODs, naturally.
G2 actually giga-braining here. They're trying to stop Sentinels from having that hour and a half of prep time.
It's purely out of spite. You know, G2 are just like, Sentinels, you knocked us out,
It's
you're
literally
done,
the
kid.
MIBR game earlier. Out of contention, still win the match.
Although, to be fair, MIBR, I don't think actually knew they were fully out in that 3rd game. G2, I believe, are aware.
Should be. Otherwise, it'll be some crazy
They
dramatic
have the
irony.
noise elbow.
Oh boy. Here we go. That shallow harbor wall again to sort of chop up the site, clear that close corner, get in, deal with any sort of cypher trips, and then you push forward. But again, John Q
What?
can't quite find the mark.
He did.
Yeah.
The mark is when you spray 25 bullets with the Vandal and then
Yes.
pick half a mag with the Classic to get a kill.
It's about sending a message.
I've never golfed, but I'm pretty sure that's par.
25 par.
Okay.
Oh no.
Nice flank out of net. 2 big kills picked up.
See what can happen when you don't walk halls.
It's beautiful, really. Ken's fighting for main. Flash into the corner. Jonah P loses that critical fight. And now in the window, Trent, the last real bastion of hope for G2. And Sen take care of him.
Yeah, they nerfed Bastion all right. G2 unable to play off the site in that one. Why are you looking at me like that, Mimi? Why are you looking at me?
I don't know.
It was a perfect joke.
Okay.
It was a perfect joke. I did nothing wrong. All right, yeah, let's look at that one more time. That's just rude, I think.
He got the kill again.
To be fair, he'd already used like 15 bullets. We were clowning on him. Didn't deserve to be clowned.
Undeserved.
Undeserved clownage. It's the worst kind.
I think as long as you get the kill, the play's unimpeachable.
Yeah.
You can't critique it.
You can type worth in all chat. It's all good.
Pause for G2.
Why?
Buying as much time as possible.
It's out of spite. All things considered, though, with the amount of trash talk online between the 2 orgs, not really the players, but the orgs themselves, you gotta play to win.
True. And I mean, okay, we are setting this up that this match doesn't really mean much, but for G2, you can kind of, I don't think you ever want to have an opportunity to play a stage match and go out there and be like, we don't care, even if it's meaningless, right? Because remember, these boys, super experienced. They played at Reykjavik, they've been together for eons, they've gone to LANs together, but VCT America stage is a little different. It's still a chance to play a match, get used to a top-level opponent, get acquainted to this new level.
Exactly, and also make adaptations from the Breeze map that didn't really go that well for them in the previous series. So adjusting quickly on the fly, very important for them.
There's always a chance to learn.
Yeah, and look, like these teams really don't get to play that many games if you get eliminated before next week, right?
Yeah.
So maximizing your on-stage time, getting you all in that you can, because sometimes, especially when you get drafted in the same group as a team, you don't get all that much time to scrim against the other competition.
G2, again, getting into this B site and getting that plant down. Sentinels keep being asked to make these retakes happen.
The weird thing is G2 never really have much control over the site itself because they just do that little baby harbor wall to get the easy plant, the cove.
Well, now they have control. Harbor ult towards the backside of site and the lurk active. Satsi
Oh my.
kills Trent on the other side. Net, he's got a flank of his own. And he's got
And
a connection
another
with
huge
Theo.
flank
That's why
for
I got
Net.
walk-alls, folks. Simple as that. Net getting the
every
job
round.
done. No, his lurks have actually been owning Sentinel so far.
That they have. Ken's is
They have
sticking this
time?
one,
No.
though, but he can't hang on for long halfway.
He
Where is
has?
Net? Can he make
It's
it
over.
in time? No connection.
Wow.
Tens wins it.
What is the fucking...
Not again. That's
What
how
is
they won the first
G2
match.
doing? Like, Net found like 2 double kill flank.
Unfortunate.
7 post-find slots for G2 on Sunset.
Like,
It hurts because Net did everything right in this round. Got 2 kills on the flank. His team just could not hold their position on site well enough. Even though there was the harbor wall, all those push, the push walls too. It's really annoying to get back through a lot of that harbor utility onto the site. Breaks those long lines that Breeze is really known for, where you just style on your opponent, sniping him down from a mile away. It turns the B site into a very different map, quite honestly.
Guess where Net is?
Net is Pulse. I looked at the map, I didn't guess. I cheated. My bad.
Damn shame.
That was a really fun game you cooked up for us, though. Of the 2 positions Cypher can be, bot, mid, or balls. I can't forget about B Nest.
What is that? Net is just charging into that. Pulling a China shot. He gets a second for it, too. Zekin has found a trade in mid. But this man's on the loose. Where's
Net's
Net
trying
going?
to join Sentinels right now. He's going to their spikes like, take me with you.
When is the last time you saw someone playing this angle?
Never?
Yeah.
Is that an answer?
Does Zekin even consider it?
No, Zekin thinks he's Halls, where all the cringe Cypher mains go.
Oh, Zekin. Zekin! He looked death in the face and promptly died.
It just turned into a horror game. G2 are just around every corner. It's a jump scare.
Okay. 6-3 up. Talk me through that round for G2. I think a lot of nuance in that.
W key, left click. Solved.
Thanks, coach.
I mean, look, dude just sprinted up holes. What am I supposed to say? He's running into his own cage. Going nuts. Sees the opening because of the neural sound. Moments
Zekin
before
just
disaster.
looking at him is so funny. Poor guy. Didn't stand a chance.
It's actually a lurk masterclass, bro. It's a lurk masterclass.
You're just doing anything.
Yes, chef. It absolutely is.
the flash for the jet.
Flash into man.
And they found the lurk.
Second.
How about that lurk masterclass?
And you see the rotation towards B and
Oh, man.
top
I
main.
feel like the first rule of Valorant is after you hit a sick clip, you immediately
You're
get
the
to the
first
next
one
round.
to die, yeah. Oh, my.
That's not pretty.
Who's next? I want to know. Oh, it's Zelsus. But refighting it again. Like G2 are hiding in every corner. It's a little bit silly. And it's because they're playing full freedom. This is the most annoying type of Valorant to play versus.
Okay. Let me tell you a tale here. I saw a tweet from Kaide actually.
Okay.
Wake up in the morning, guess what Tens is watching? John QT frag movie. He loves his IGL. His IGL is a fragger. And he has a chance to show it here. It was a 1v3. He's cut it down to 2 in this post fight, but he's up against a Viper's Pit.
Come.
How can he approach this?
The fucking
Cam
known.
sees at least that drone, but time not favorable for John QT. He's pinged out in the open, would need these kills fast and
Wow.
he won't allow
What
it.
a nice jiggle by
I'm sure he
Trent.
could have, added that to the frag movie if G2 ever gave him a fight. Like, just hiding all the way back in main, jiggle, one tap, done, lights out. It's crazy how G2 are playing this map though, because like this is the type of Valorant that just frustrates you. When G2 are playing like they have nothing to lose, they're just walking and keep on going.
I mean, they literally have nothing
Yeah,
to lose.
and if you ever make a mistake or you literally are not prepared for the insane aggression, you just get mowed down.
Every corner is a risk. If you're Sentinels, where did Leaf get that kill? Oh, guess what? Just spraying away onto a player, peeking him. They keep giving him fights. Leaf hasn't lost one yet. Okay. Am I watching a team deathmatch?
This isn't G2.
Holy shit.
Who is it then?
No, G2 are the team that hide in their spawn and they play Flood retake and they're really good in that type
What do
of
we
situation.
play with just
The team I'm
Harbor
watching is just running
ultimate
at
though?
Sentinels, outfighting them every time.
You go B?
Running at
I
Sentinels.
feel like B is the
Sentinels
best
was,
for
I would say,
Harbor.
running at them for a
Harbor's
lot of that.
ultimate.
And also didn't have guns.
Hey, look, it's TenZ. He's trapped in Flash jail.
He likes it. Look how happy he is.
Does he?
Yeah. You saw his face.
Watch this.
Oh, man. He had another one of these A-main fights. They've been pretty successful for
Jonah
Sentinels
P's
so far.
hopping.
The classic. You heard it from Baby Bay. I didn't think it would be on attack, though. I'll be honest.
No, I was maybe expecting it more on the ladder.
Nice shot.
Jonah, a better opper than Zekken confirmed?
You say that like Zekken had an op in his hands. Bro is jumping around trying to escape.
Don't bring that up.
My bad. I'm personally excited. I'm personally excited for the Net Lurk Masterclass. He's hiding over an elbow, mixing things up, keeping it fresh. He hears the rotates right now.
Oh, yeah. He's waiting now. It'll be a while before we get to see Net again. For now, we have to look at Saucy. Hunter's Fury. Oh, actually finds a kill just at the very end. Well done from him, but Leaf on the loose. Kill picked up, Plant finally committed. And this retake's gonna be fast. Sentinel's already flooding back in a Molly front sight. The players close up towards the half wall. Leaf connects on to John QT. Saucy to trade. Celsius involved as well, but now this lurk has been spotted and Net is active. Celsius.
The noise out.
1 versus 2.
Oh,
And
wow.
what is Net doing? He's running out in the open. Trent, though, not giving a fight, not giving an inch in this one. And he picks his timing perfectly.
Trent's been pretty sick in the post plans.
Switching sides.
This
Yep.
game for sure. And Net dropping 15 in the first half. Those
Trent
lurks
is
doing
really good,
absolute
man.
wonders. You got Jonah P showing off the op.
Holy shit.
That's an elbow.
Does that usually kill a person?
Elbow's very important.
Are there vital organs in there?
Apparently.
It's called the funny bone. It's very vital. Can't live without it.
Well, G2, maybe out of playoffs, but they're looking pretty good here. And we've got a special halftime for you. The birthday bell
Oh,
boy
please.
standing by with Liz.
This guy.
The birthday boy
Oh,
is here.
man.
Everyone give it up. Now, I have to ask you, who are you rooting for right now?
Sen all the way.
All right, well, great birthday gift to you, I guess. All right, so I made everyone promise in between maps that we would sing you happy birthday, but we need to know your name.
My name is Cody.
All right, is everyone ready? 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. We're choosing different keys. Happy birthday to you. RDB choir. Happy birthday, dear Cody. Happy birthday to you. Everyone say happy birthday to Cody. All right, and what's good on, what do you get on birthdays? What do you get on birthdays?
I get wins.
You get wins, but you get dubs. But you know what you also get? Free stuff. So this is for you. What do you want, Cody? You pick. Dealers. Oh yeah, it's birthday boy choice. Birthday boy choice. Birthday boy choice. Jet knives. Jet knives. And now everyone, I must warn you, I played softball for 10 years. So either hands up or duck. Okay? Are we ready? Let's go! Oh God, okay. Softball, I was a catcher, I did this a lot, let's go! I'm so good at this. Here you go, there you go. Wait, are there like little ones around here? Are there some little ones, or little ones? There's, oh yes, you! So pass this to her, please. There's a little one up there. Here you go, sweetheart. Any other people who think their little ones were actually 20? All right, but anyways, it's time to go back. Mimi Nender, here you go. Take it away.
She's done, right? I was terrified. I was ducking for cover.
That was awesome.
Are you just a little guy?
I'm just a silly little guy. I want my little toy.
Game starting.
Game start. I was confused though because they said his name was Cody, but I thought it was this guy.
Oh.
I'm scrambled now.
I don't think that's how that works. Anyways, it's a 4v4.
Yeah, look where that.
And we have a site already taken.
That's why the body's back
Reminder
there.
for viewers maybe just joining us, this match means nothing for playoffs. That's
I'm
why
glad
it's a
you said
little
that.
bit silly.
We're having a good time, folks. And you know what? You couldn't have asked for any better, because game one was so sick. Like, the rounds were unreal. Let him go loose. Let him have a little bit of fun. Ten's playing very far forward up on yellow.
The gears are oiled to be a star again. Well,
nope.
No. Trent
Wow.
instead.
Washed. Sorry, I didn't mean it. Sorry.
Never speak again.
I let the intrusive thoughts win.
If anyone in the crowd wants to come up and Cass, who respects tens, please, you're welcome. Anyways, 1v2, Zelsis. He's bought enough time. You know, like 4 kills.
Let's go. And Viper is so strong.
Zaddy's in the house.
Never again. Or you're off my desk. That's where we draw the line. I won't let the intrusive thoughts win. You don't say the word that starts with Z.
What word is that, sorry?
Red Bull clutch.
I think that's supposed to be an R.
That's what starts
And
with the
I will
letter
say
Z.
it again.
I love it. Yeah, just infectious.
You know, it's actually so sad that he had noise-canceling headphones on, because I'm sure he's one of the little guys who's 20 who would have loved the toy.
Can we get him a toy after the match? Please.
He's earned it.
He needs it.
9-4. Are we really gonna go to a map 3 in the Silly series? It's possible.
They've got more. Look at this little wall we threw up. Valen trying to get funky with it.
Flash through? Okay. That's nasty from Zekin. And even better out of Jonah. That's just a ghost duel. One Cypher's better. It's Jonathan QT. Tens. He's back, baby. I feel really bad for the observers.
There's just actually non-stop fights.
Yeah.
Nothing makes sense. If there's a smoke that, you know, in any normal human wouldn't push, they're pushing
It's
it in this
getting pushed.
game. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Tens wasn't phased at all. But Jonah, oh, a little
That's
rewind.
kinda cool.
Wait. We had the rewind, but we didn't see it again. I'm waiting for it.
It's ready for the future.
It's coming in this round.
Rifle round. First one of this half.
Spike drop.
Holding down the fort here. Love to hear it. That's actually, is that both push walls already used? Yeah, it is. Lot spent here. I imagine Leaf, if he's not going for the orb, I feel like trying to play
They
for
made
maybe a flash
noise.
through. He's got the very deep teleport to jump into back there. Buddy up with Jonah P, and yep, later. Looks like Zekin's gonna fall out of hulls and rejoin his team for the 5-hit.
Leaf. Forward angle here, no way to get out, but does he need it? Zekin dealt with. How much more can he claim? No way to teleport out, but now teammates supporting around him. Tens is gonna flash into the back lines. Just a Guardian to work with, but he's good for it.
They're both wrapping around opposite ends of the pyramids. Leaf looking to creep up on his right here. Checks his back for just a moment. As Zelsis around the corner. John QT and Tens. Lock it down.
Plant will
30
commence.
seconds left.
And it's net again in this clutch.
Spike
1v2, both opponents wounded. That cage dropping in a moment, but they're walking into it. Tens through the smoke. He gets it done. Tens is back.
He really is. A far cry from the pistol. It's completely changed his game.
A new man.
New man. You'll love to see it. I mean, honestly, these fights were pretty sick. Adjusting into the second one, just 2 bullets to get that kill. Nicely done.
Oh, was that fist bump a little too hard?
Look out for his knuckles.
Yeah, Saucy looks like he's reeling from it.
Can we get a medical check? I don't know.
Zekin's gonna have to calm down with that one. Too excited. Wall into main, flash Up and over.
It's a brawl.
Zekin is fighting, but it's his teammates instead coming out the better of it. These mollies overwhelming, but Leaf has a gap, an angle. It's a stinger, so it's only one. But there's still some danger in this round.
Yeah, the spike's still in main. John QT is going to make this round very boring, though.
Net made noise.
He also got revealed by the Cypher ult.
That too.
I think one is worse than the other. Slightly.
Don't love either.
Oh wow!
Doesn't matter if you hear him, you see him, he's gonna kill you.
He was blind also. Wild shots from him, but never gonna be enough for that round. 3 for Zelsis.
We have a Viper
Okay.
beat for Sen.
Sunset started 8-4.
It did.
In the favor of G2.
Yes.
And then Sentinels won the first 4 rounds in the second half, and they never stopped winning.
Wait.
This game was 9-3, a far more concerning juxtaposition of numbers.
You don't believe in curses, do you?
And now it's been 4 rounds in a row. And that crab, it's a fortune-telling crab.
What is he
He's
telling
told
you?
me, with the shuffle there, it doesn't stop here.
It's been rigged from the beginning.
9 is all they get. I can't even follow through on my own
Great
joke.
fortune, great joke.
Thank you. This is the kind of, you know, positive reinforcement I need. I'll quit yapping, you take over.
Notice how no one in the crowd's laughing?
No, I heard there was one. It was,
Thank you.
yeah, there we go.
We're gonna have to like install some fake people for a laugh track if this goes to 3
Wait,
rounds.
you're telling me they're real?
What? Be quiet. Okay. 5v5 still here. Sentinel's full control of mid. They're gonna go back for an A split.
Here we go. Valen wall to hold both chokes, but Zekin spots him. Zekin gets the opener as well. They've already made their way onto site. Trent holding down the fort all on his own. Zekin is down. And around into double doors too. Leaf and Net make quick work of that one. Sentinels getting active, still have the site, still have the pit to stall out G2.
Flash forward. But Zelsis has a cheeky angle. Does he swing through at the right time? Can he make another round happen? 1-for-1 trade. Zelsis still yet to activate, still waiting in his pit. Tap on the spike. John QT not falling for it. The widest
That's a
swing
wide
you've ever
peak.
seen. Does he know where the last player is? Net.
And it's
spotted.
Cypher
Into the
versus
1v1.
Cypher.
Tap on the spike.
He saw him.
Shoulder spotted, but John can't find the kill. Net in the clutch. Wins G2 their first round in ages.
Ned tries to hit John QT with the same move there, a little wide on the swing. And there you go. The fortune crab was a liar. G2 are gonna call a timeout. Again, stalling as long as they possibly can.
Planted.
Trying to replicate the success here, because honestly, like, these post-plants on Breeze get so crazy.
Yeah.
It really is just game sense, finding your moments, winning your duels.
I really want to know what the important discussion is.
What's for dinner?
Good question.
No, I'm hungry.
No, I think that's fine.
Alright.
Like,
Here's
if
what
they
I
want to
want for
take
G2.
their like on stage game seriously, they should.
They stopped
100%.
pushing.
Like,
What is Leaf doing? He's holding back.
sure, they are playing a little
in
bit
there.
more
Get
loosely, but
No
still.
more proper Valorant.
It's time for Net to walk halls. I don't know. They need to recapture
On
the magic.
defense? That's the magic?
Yeah, it's the magic.
Okay, I'm here for it.
Jonapi actually did it a couple of times in their game earlier.
Yeah.
Did it work?
Yeah.
It's okay.
It happened.
But hey, they've been on a roll with their alert clogs this time around. So tranquil.
Isn't it beautiful?
It's so beautiful out there. Sure hope someone doesn't, you know, plant a spike and steal all the radiant knife. No! No! No!
Why'd he fall?
Because he had the prediction wrong. He thought Sen would win out.
Oh, his job as a fortune
All
teller
his
taken
channel
away.
points gone.
Tragic. A site hit for Sentinels. No one to receive. And an ultimate to go in, leaf through mid.
That's what I'm talking about. Leaf, get out there. Get active, take your fights. Saucy got the return fire.
And we have the Zetsy stuff now that the Cypher is gone.
Cheeky little angle when Leaf comes up. Surely he's not looking the right direction, and he is not second. Opens up this post plant and pushes deeper. Still another off angle. Another shot from Zekin. It's New Jersey's last hope, by the way. He's pretty sick with it.
New Jersey just keeps winning.
Someone's got to stop him.
Wow. Zekin's playing from the hardest position on that site too. Dancing around yellow, like the different angles and elevations you have to fight players from. Whether it's a stairs player, doors opening, down in double or snapping back up to bridge. It's nice as net. It's 3. Does it mean anything? No. Does he add to the KDA? Absolutely.
It's only net.
It's a simple numbers game.
It was like
it's a net gain.
I was trying to do like a basketball.
Right.
Are you familiar?
Oh, I thought you were going like net gain. I thought you were businessing me.
No.
You're famous for your business.
This is not the time for business, Tristan.
Okay,
this
my
is the time
bad.
for silly.
I'll put away my stocks.
Take the suit off.
My briefcase has been closed. Next week's the time for business.
It is.
Spots from Madrid on the line.
And we have a Cypher playing way back
Sentinels won the team. That is going to be
because of the KO ultimate.
The draw show
and
for
we
that 4-team single elim playoff is coming up after this match, so stick around.
10's going quickly into this B site with the ultimate. G2 not really putting up much of a fight. They've got exactly one rifle in the hands of Net. That's the one he held on to. But Zekin's been getting super active in these posts. No updraft, but he can wriggle around half wall here. And Tens has 2 flashes to support him from backside. Oh my!
Oh wow, nice bum.
Trent. Sheriff? Oh my, Trent.
Oh wow.
It's one as well. This is all
Let's
going
go,
on for
Nate.
Sentinels. They're flashed up, but time still works in their favor, but they've got no players to work with. John QT blindly spamming through the smoke. Molly's coming in from Celsius. Just hold down left mouse. Pray. They're gonna get it done. They just keep holding. They just keep winning.
Man, those rounds.
Sentinels want to put this one to bed.
It was a Nico though, so.
I guess 2 players is all they need.
Was that a 2v5?
Yeah. The retake was silly. They got a spam kill through the wall.
Every one of these replays is just a shot through a smoke.
Yeah. That's how you play the post plant. John QT on it there. Drops the Sentinel spray as well. You know where to find it.
How much did Rob pay you?
Nothing. Nothing. I'm not on the phone.
Okay.
I swear.
I trust.
Don't look at my PayPal.
They're gonna pressure that Viper.
Oh no, Zekin is falling. That's just a wild spam. Can we please get 1 kill?
One honest kill. This is a scammers game of Valorant. A bunch of frauds out there getting RNG kills.
So dishonest.
I miss when Valorant was an honest esport. Players would show up, play 3 duelists, and lose.
The good old days.
TSM. The old descent. It was good times.
At least chilling out bottom mid. Uh-oh. Util in hand. What? He wins that?
Wow.
Excuse me? That's just one singular leaf. What can you do?
Imagine if there's a whole tree coming after you.
And those spawns.
What am I watching?
I don't know. Saucy doesn't know either.
Okay.
Leaf is balancing on one leg off the top of stairs.
And that's a flawless for G2.
Net is 24-11 right now. We've got some G2 fans still in here.
Yeah, we do. Where are they?
Who's sticking around? Let me hear it.
Trent is him. I agree.
There's 4 of them, but they're making a pretty good run. Good for you.
We love that. We absolutely love that. All the other fans come out of the woodworks.
Wait, let's get the. Was that a TSM chant? You know they're not playing, right? I don't know when. Hopefully soon.
Oh, we've lost the plot here. Sentinels quickly into the A side, but it's really
Important
just
duel right there.
having some fun. The stun's on the ground. He's got to dodge, weave, dive, spam through the wall, but it's not going to happen. Valen shuts him down. It was all a ruse, though. John QT lurking up through elbow. Sentinels just wanted to play a 4v5, simple as that.
Fucking net looking at the wall on B.
Could it be
That shit is so
absolute
funny.
cinema? Could it be a John QT masterclass?
He's written up the script. Now he's got to execute. But are we talking college actors or are we talking Oscar winners?
Let's see some Hollywood.
You know a thing about winning. I won't finish it.
Don't go there.
I'll say the pacing of this film is quite poor. Can we please pick it up? The second act slog. It's just a slog getting through it. When will something happen? When will they plant the spike? Will they? Won't they?
They will.
I'm on the edge of my seat. They will.
Great. Lurk from Zelsis.
It's expected by Leaf, but
he's been working, biding his time on this reflank, and Leaf was prepared. Nothing gets past him. John QT is down as well. Saucy is a world away. There's no way he wins spamming through smoke. Thank you. Thank you.
Honestly, the ending was a bit predictable, but it's a feel-good
and we
story
have a
for
third
G2
game
fans.
very
And you gotta appreciate
close.
that.
Man, it would be funny if like
G2 are doing the
G2 are going for the third game and
Sentinels. They're like, please, can we string together 3 in a row?
Kaplan's
and
just
do
like,
this.
I want to go home.
split.
What time is it? Clock check.
7:43. We've got time.
Don't you have a flight to catch?
I'm here for this.
You're here for this. You'll be here no matter what.
Yes.
You might be the first person to say that.
No one said it before.
No one's done it.
All right.
He's not talking. He's stumped. He has no idea what to say. Yeah, okay, win the round, team. We're gonna need that. Then the next, then the next.
All right, crowd. This is going to be the most important comeback of Sentinel's career. If you want them to win, let me hear it. Let's try that again. Do you want Sentinels to close this out, to take us to OT? Weak.
Oh my god, that
my
fucking
4G2
crowd.
fans can do better. Let me hear it.
Give me the 4G2 fans.
There they are, growing in numbers.
Yeah, I think I saw some people in Sentinel shirts cheering.
I think people want him at 3.
I know Rob was giving away the shirts for free, but it seems like we might have some turncoats in here.
I'm here for it.
Some undercover fans. The G2 fans have been in hiding. The sleeper agents are about to be woken up. Wokage.
12-9. Why is no one giving Tens a gun? Why is he the guy with the
He's in
sheriff?
flash jail, Mimi. This is what I was talking about.
Give him a rifle, let him out.
He doesn't need it. Sheriff is all he needs.
They need support for that Viper again.
Trent
This
on
is
an
for
island,
OT.
and he's taken care of. Second, great opener.
Holy fuck!
Slipping away, he finds nothing. What are you shooting at, bud? Second takes care of him. Now 5v3 up. Tens down from a shock dart. Jonah P. Cross the map.
No more honor in Valorant. Jonah P drones forward. Doesn't really see much of anything,
How'd
but
he
Leaf
get
is on
there?
the prowl. Leaf's got to keep going. 2 players in main. A late wrap through halls. They're tapping the spike. Dodging in. What is he
Holy
doing?
fucking shit, man.
Second. Disgusting.
It's
One
just
left.
Zelsis.
Zelsis has to stop the defuse right now. Nat is sticking. And G2
And we have a
win.
third game.
The least important map of their career. Take it 13-9.
The same exact way Sentinels did it. The full stick defuse. No problem.
What a wild match.
It's time to push back those dinner reservations, folks.
Zelsis giving some energy back to his teammates. He'll need it for splitting off number 3.
Shout out to Net, who casually got more than twice as many kills as S, 25 and 12 on the Cypher.
And you
Demonic.
doubted the Halls lurks.
Look, I'm a clown.
He said it himself.
I am simply
Masterclass.
a clown.
All right. Well, an interesting map number 2, but this series, it's got another. Who knows what we could get delivered to us in map number 3 after this break.
It only gets better.
Double dodge, dodging and juking, Sassy! Time is not on their side!
Damage. Shot connects, though. Great out of lead. Can he get another? Absolutely.
Well, welcome back, everybody. We're sitting here and enjoying the game. I'm calling this a vibey time. Dude, y'all didn't like that voice, did you? Was that a horrible voice? That's my vibe time voice.
I don't know, Mr. Rogers. I don't know. I was chilling.
Well, of course. Well, I'm glad you liked it. Thank you, Bola. Well, anyways, I figure how about we play a game?
Yeah, we could play games.
Yeah. Like Valorant?
Yeah, let's go play Valorant right now. No, we're going to leave that to the professionals. But the game that we're going to play today is a game I'm dubbing. I didn't dub it, but I'm calling it Where You At?
Oh, yeah, well, I think that makes sense, given we just had fun watching this game, too. It was a ridiculous time, and I'm so happy because I have a blanket, so it's cool.
This blanket has really turned things around.
Yeah, I was actually getting angry a second ago because of...
getting angry?
Yeah, because Sentinels was losing, and I wanted it to end.
You wanted Sentinel to win?
Well, no, G2 came back.
Yeah.
How insane was that comeback, though?
Kind of crazy because Leaf and Ned are playing like.
Yeah, Ned just decided to have a life game.
Yeah.
Ned is actually having the life game.
And where are the stakes at though right now?
Where are the stakes
Yeah,
at?
yeah.
I mean, I think there's higher stakes in us about to play Where You At. I think that's where the stakes are at.
It's funny. I just skipped over the highlights. I was like, I just wanted to get to the game and just have some fun.
You're trying to have vibe time. As you dubbed it.
Yeah, of course. Well, it's time for us to test the desk's powers of observation and play this game. Where You At? You ready? Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. So the rules are simple. We'll see a very, very small portion of the map and have to guess which one it is. Now, let's get this thing started. Bring up the first one, shall we?
All right, come on.
If it's on Sunset, you got to carry me.
Sunset?
Yeah.
I don't know any nooks and crannies.
No,
man.
if it's Sunset, it's
I don't
it's
look
a
for
wrap.
lineups. I don't look for anything. I just
No.
I find my
over.
spots. I find my site, and I go.
If they bring up like Piazza, like the TDM map, I'm gonna smoke this thing.
Okay.
Okay. What do we think this one?
I'm
is?
right away saying bind, but
Bind.
Fine.
yeah.
I'm right away.
Looks
saying
like
Sunset.
icebox
Yeah.
Why?
type of shit.
The tint on the like
shiny.
yeah, like that shiny
Los
bronzy
Angeles flare.
tint. You know what I mean? I think it's on Sunset.
Yeah. But Ball, what's your line?
I don't know. I have
say
a
it's
nice
bind
box
because it kinda
feeling.
looks it's like the fiery something of like the.
I forget.
core
Do we have to
somewhere.
say where on the map or just the map?
I mean, if you can find out
you
where
can-
that
yeah,
is,
you can figure it out
then
100%.
Yeah, go for it.
You get some extra credit for that, actually.
I think it's bind heaven. Oh, never mind. I just saw this. We just saw this. Literally, it was in the game. We just saw
It was
this.
in the game?
Of course, it
was
is
not
in the game.
Breeze. It was the map we were playing before, Sunset.
No, it's
split.
Oh, it's on the.
We saw this in
What's
the
the
MIBR.
pedal?
God, bro,
Yeah.
that is like
That one was a tough one. Yeah.
these observers, man. Who looks at this stuff? Who looks at this? It's only.
Well, good try. Well, let's try another one. You still got a chance.
It wasn't a good try, but I appreciate the positivity for
It
sure.
was fun though.
Yeah.
You got another one?
Yeah, let's get another one, shall we?
So I can redeem myself. I'm not kidding.
If
I don't
you
think
can.
we're gonna get redeemed. It's
look
right
at-
here, next to us.
My little buddy right here.
Look at
It's
him.
a
He's
little
right
buddy
there.
here. But
That's
it's in the
Breeze?
game.
No.
Yeah.
Literally keeps
Bro, he's in a hole, man. He's in a sewer ditch.
It can't be fracture, right? That's cheating.
I think-
it has to be in the pool.
Everything that was done so
Yeah,
far
okay.
has had to be in the pool. So Lotus? Have we seen Lotus at all?
Lotus.
Is Lotus in the pool? I think it's Lotus.
So you going with Lotus?
Yeah.
Wyatt, how about you?
What is
I think
he
it's
sitting-
I'm with
Breeze.
you. I think it's Lotus.
He's sitting on a. No, he's like one of those things when you're in the water. You know, what do you call those things?
like a little floaty?
Yeah, floaty. That's what it is.
Okay.
Oh, that's Lotus.
Hey, let's go.
Damn.
Every time we
Good call.
agree.
I know. Every time we
crazy.
agree.
Y'all, giga brain power. I don't know. Like your powers combined. All right. Well, you know what?
Synergy.
Here's one more. I'm gonna test y'all gotta combine your brains and see if you can get this one. This is the last one that we have here.
right.
Got my little buddy
Oh.
right there.
Icebox.
My hamburgers.
2, 1, ice.
Ice.
I thought he was gonna say I. And then when I heard bind, I was like,
Y'all need to work on your improv skills. What was that?
No, that was good. We were
Ice-
doing word association.
icebox, which means
And it's bind.
we're about to both be wrong.
Yeah, we are.
Off that one.
Okay.
Boba.
That's
Look,
Icebox.
I say it's
Oh,
bind
looks
because
good.
of the little brackets behind.
Yeah. Are you gonna lock it in?
Oh,
Are we locking it in?
Burgers. Why can't that be me?
But we don't get any other evidence. Like you pan the camera to the right.
Yeah, actually,
pan the
you
camera
can
to
get
the
some other
left.
evidence. Can we zoom in
not-
closer to the tacos? How about that? Let's see what seasoning we have on those
There's no
tacos.
food on bind. There's no way. It's got to be new icebox. Yeah, they probably added this with the icebox changes. I'm with you.
So you're changing your
I'm with
answer
you.
now?
I'm changing my answer.
That's Sunset. Wow.
Dude, you suck at this.
Well, I don't know. The guy, he had ski goggles on. Well, I mean,
That's what gave it away, the ski goggles?
Yeah, I thought he was
wear that
wearing
in my
ski
everyday
goggles
life.
on
I live in
Icebox.
LA.
I
What are
figured
you talking about?
We should
I
have
know.
had it from the boba, man. The Gecko has boba tea all the time.
what does that have to do with Sunset?
Yeah, I mean,
He's
the
from Los
food
Angeles.
was like
That's where Sunset
very Sunset, you know,
We're
tacos
literally
and
in Sunset.
burgers.
Well, why?
Very
Good job
LA
figuring out the
shit.
context clues after we lost.
Is there something about him? Like,
All right, can we, you don't pay attention
Actually,
to the lore.
guys, let's chill out.
Well, yeah, well, you know
By
what?
guys, I mean me.
Well, good news, everyone. We're going to map 3.
We should play Sunset again.
We're going to Split. And I know a lot more about the B site than I did previously.
Yeah.
On
I
Split.
still, for some reason in my mind, that was Sunset.
What?
Still.
What, on the third one?
Yeah,
I
no,
know.
the first one.
Oh, the first? Yeah, yeah.
It was fake what we saw. Either way, Split. What is there to say? Okay.
Yeah.
What is there to say?
I mean,
we're going to Split.
We're going to Split. It's gonna be fun. I think it's gonna be.
Have you ever heard that analysis? This is a map.
I mean, this one's gonna be a nail biter though. I'm curious who's gonna win this one.
I like G2's comp.
What's the Come on.
I mean, if they were actually playing, it's Sentinels all day.
The bridge is very authoritarian,
They
like
forgot that it was over
instead
and
of
they
a
were
sky.
calling timeouts. So yeah, maybe
I
they
mean,
were
Sen's
actually playing,
comp
so.
is better,
I'm going with
but
Sen. That's it. They're winning.
Okay, cool.
like the
Well, then, you know
balls
what?
to
This
go
is
for
it.
the bridge
Our third and
and be
final
like,
map.
we don't need the dog,
promise you.
we don't need
Let's
the
see if they
fucking weird-ass flashes.
One last time. Everyone's sleeping. Wake up.
Wake up! It's time for the match of the century. The third map of the least impactful series you will ever watch in VCT. But it's important for reasons. 5th, 6th seeding, technically on round differential.
Okay, look. These comps are riveting. Never seen anything like it.
Explain.
Because they
Because
play
you're a liar.
Okay, look, honestly, I want to dial the silliness back 30%. And I'm gonna do
I can meet that quota.
Until the teams prove that they are fully trolling.
Serious until proven silly.
Until proven silly, yes. That is the approach.
I'm pretty sure
I will
that's
be
a
drawing.
precedent.
We will be watching. We'll see what they can do. G2, they're gonna look for little ramps dive off the start. We got fault. Actually, no, we're looking mid. It's not a fault line.
Nice start.
I've been made a fool. Here it comes.
Let's see it.
Please do the fault line or I'll look like a fool.
They're gonna do it.
Just without the satchels. I like, they get to save the satchels, use them later for the exec.
Yeah, contact
actually
up.
holding the fault line. Jonah P still has it.
Nice
in his
found
hand.
by
He
Net.
fights without it.
By the way, that's the guy who dropped
Picking up where he
stopped.
stopped.
Net's having a game.
And honestly, it's funny. Jonah P holds his stun so long in a lot of these rounds.
Here's a piece of line control utility that'll actually get used. 10s. Tucked behind the planter. Paranoia ready to go.
Oh, this is big.
He's getting aftershocks. Has to swing on this one. Damaged, but still alive and tucking towards hell.
Yeah, they're going to move all the way back up towards heaven here. They feel like maybe it's a little bit of a stack on site itself. Their camera that they placed up in heaven fully cleared it. Make sure there's no one in that close left corner.
And Tenza's been here.
They're going all the
So
way in, maybe. He doesn't have his
now
gun
he's
out.
dead.
Tens went from flash prison to smoke prison.
That is tough. If you're Sentinels, this round has been dismantled piece by piece. With Saucy down.
30 seconds left.
Celsius has himself
Show us the bundle again.
1v4.
Getting the money worth right there.
Spike planted.
Do it.
I don't think he can hear you.
Oh!
Yeah! They're cheering! Look at him on stage. That's so good. What we didn't realize.
I hope Celsius is getting a bonus.
And look at it! The thing can shoot, folks!
Buy it in the shop today, I guess. My opinions can be bought by a inspect.
It can't perform miracles, but it can do everything else. And well, look, we didn't think that this game had a lot of
It
stakes.
sounds like a disclaimer for prescription medicine. Be warned, Sentinels bundle cannot guarantee all arcanes or additional.
You will
cooking
still
around.
be iron at the end of the day.
Before we got distracted by the gun, though.
Yes.
G2, pretty good luck on that one.
Yeah. It was.
Contacting around the map, finding some gaps, exploiting them.
Yeah, and
looking good.
Yeah, you know, I like it, especially like showing some more like passive walk-up looks. I mean, the reactions are great. They're having fun with the crowd.
No one's on B. Full 5 stack for Sentinels.
It's just a camera. It's like the
They
little
found it.
camera you leave to watch your cat. You know, when you leave, people crawling around the house. Yeah, people do that. You don't know about that?
No.
And then they like can use the microphone to talk to their cat, and that's very confusing. It's very sad. Please don't talk to your cat like that.
What if they like it?
But the cat like looks around. It's like where is parent? And then parent isn't there.
We're losing the plot.
It's very disappointing. But look, the silliness must commence on round 2.
destroyed.
What happened to the 30% quota?
This is the 30%.
Words mean things.
Numbers don't though. That's one thing I know.
Oh wow!
Yeah, I've got a number for you. 4. Nets picked up that many. Let's see it.
You know what's better than 4? 5. Leaf is walking with his knife out. They want to give it to Net.
Let me hear you again, crowd. Boo. Won't deliver today.
I'm no longer a Celsius fan.
After his actions today.
You wouldn't believe what he did. Wait a second.
Could we still
Wait
get
a
an
second. The Uno reverse.
2
No
players
time.
left. 1 HP on the decay. They're swinging him. They're giving him the chances, but not enough. No ace. Just a round for G2 instead.
No hard feelings.
That got kind of crazy with that ghost over here. Forced to move all around. He just kept going on in. That's Breeze all over again. When he doesn't slow down, he cannot be stopped.
He already farmed his ultimate.
Sentinels look like they have a bit of a lean over towards this A site. Pretty common, you'll see the Viper tosser orb down in mid right there. Maybe pick it up, reposition a little bit later. But they guessed a little bit wrong. G2 with a lot of pressure into B main once again.
They're gonna go like double satchel in with the judge.
But kind of rare to go for the pathing to look for the backside player. You're more expecting to wrap around the right side just like that.
Yeah, Nade takes care of the trips.
A little bit in front of the paranoia there.
Second is past it. John QT. Backside. He's gonna get overwhelmed. The judge flying in the air. There's just nothing you can do about it.
Celsius enters the party though. Hops on down and Net's behind him somehow. How did that happen?
He's everywhere.
Oh.
Every second of this round, but Sassy. 2 kills. Odds even. Who's gonna come out on top? Jonah P. He's Guardian trained on Heaven, but his shot's not connecting. It's Tens and Sassy instead.
That's a good bonus too. It's a good bonus for G2. Plant 2 people, like...
It's past winter. I think we need to ban the skin. Doesn't make sense.
It's really ugly.
It's no Sentinels or G2 bundle, that's for sure.
You're such a shill.
Look, I'm just here to get my paycheck.
But a shill for both sides.
Both sides shilling. I love it. Right down the middle.
Every team has a bundle in the shop. If you have a team you love, go support them. Half the profits go to them, or half the total of the skin, I should say, go to them.
That it does. Alrighty. G2 looking for the secrets. Look for A main pressure once again, although Tens is actually fighting a little more aggressively here. I saw earlier today he went for like a teleport into the corner to counter out the early dive play. Kind of tough when there's double line control options that G2 have to stun or blind on that line. But he loves to insert himself in this spot. It's so nice. A really tough angle for attackers to clear if they're going into the site through the ground.
Let's see what Tens has.
Hold!
Don't shoot till you see the whites of their eyes. Oh no, he didn't listen. The shots are whiffing. Tens has to back away.
Ooh, and actually, those steps are heard. Trent in mid heard that rotation going that way. So maybe waiting, not wanting to give up the ghost just yet.
Sen gonna go fast on this retake. Nade into elbow. Zekin. Satchel's ready to go. They'll call a pause. Wait for Tens to reposition. No paranoia.
Here comes
We
Trent.
have the lure from Trent.
When does he strike? When does the Viper emerge
Give me a
from his
knife!
pit?
Give me a knife!
No! He doesn't go for it. But the round's not over yet. 3 versus 3. Jonah mollied off Zekin with a big kill there.
And there's another wrap. John QT went back up into heaven.
Flank
He's
on
behind
flank on
Trent.
flank.
While Trent is coming in here to trade on the fight and gets that one. John QT from above comes down on G2.
But no time, even though it's fast.
That's my fragging IGL.
You didn't win the round.
Well, you know, but it's pretty cool.
Put
He
it
got
in the
the
montage.
kills.
Tens can watch another one.
Little bedtime story. Disappointing, quite frankly. I think after not going for the knife,
Last player
didn't deserve the round, but
I don't know how this crowd is so loud. Half of them are asleep, half of them have left. It's map 3 on a 3-match day.
This
and
is-
you guys are still screaming.
this is map number 8.
And they play very aggressive, the same way Leviathan did against Sentinel to push Tens off of that ramp angle. He likes to play.
Sentinel started playing at noon. Fast forward 8 hours later.
Video game players discover an 8-hour shift.
They're used to those.
They work hard. They work hard.
They're used to the late hours, though. Here we go into the site. Really disgusting old. It's just pistols.
They had rifles. They had rifles. And Zekin's gotten 2 with a ghost. That's alone in a 1v3.
I have retrieved the spike.
What if I would have some faith in one player on G2?
That cam is so annoying.
It would be net.
He's going to be able to get out of here and go over to B. It would be a 1v1 with Tens rotate.
He's gonna hear him.
Tens.
On forward. Committing could be deadly, but Tens not going to rush things. Waiting for his teammates to get back up into heaven.
It's new Tens. He knows he has the paranoia. He uses it the right time. Oh, wait. He's TikToking.
New Tens, same player. Still going in for it. I love it.
Angel actually took him to the Academy of Omen before he picked up this role. You need to hit the silly teleport quota each day.
Do you get a diploma for graduating there? Do you just watch one video? How does that work? I'm curious. I might need to step up my own game.
You do get a diploma. Oh, put that on your resume. Those shots are nice.
Look at Zekin coming around there, and there's a little gap in that wall. Shot straight on through that. That and the tripwire. Everything frustrating for G2 on the attack. Ooh, I think they might try to fake a raise rocket up ramp while the rest of the team postures more towards B. That would be a big investment if they want to do it right off the rip. So instead, it's looking much more similar to the pistol round. Just using that stun once they're already up there. He didn't actually have the satchels. My eyes failed me. I just assumed.
It's okay. 8 maps.
I'm never gonna get invited back.
What's the next G2 Sentinel show match?
Yes. Next off season. It's crazy how now in less than like 2 months we've had 2 Sentinels versus G2 show
The
matches.
more things change, the more they stay the same.
They were both 3-game bangers.
And this is too.
Both of equal
Do
value.
you remember map 1?
No.
Okay.
Oh, Sunset.
Sunset.
Wait,
yeah.
that was a sick map.
When it was a sick map, when Sentinels debuted a crazy new comp, when they made it to playoffs, when they won every round on defense.
Sure, G2 wish they could forget.
How have we made it here?
I don't know, but we're finally going into an A split. If they can find a couple of kills, maybe opening into that showstopper. Leaf actually rejoining the team on site because it is wide open.
30 seconds
Sentinels actually showed in their previous years a lot of different ways to retake into this
Oh,
A
wow.
site, and Zekin Zelsis just waiting for the smokes to...
Against MIBR this morning.
It's funny because they didn't even really have to show anything there. It's just 2 kills once the smoke goes down, but they showed an ability to retake heavy through screens, through ramp. That's flooding out of heaven.
Poor Valen has a little HP to work with. Rocket for Zekin. The boy is flying, and he is shooting. Nice connection onto net. And Leaf, 1v4. Nothing he can do. 3-3.
It's a nail
I
biter.
feel like this goes to overtime.
Don't say OT.
Why do I feel like
Please.
this goes to overtime?
Are they doing this intentionally?
No.
Are they just trading rounds? What is going on? G2 are calling a timeout. I'm gonna cry.
Hold it together. Hold it together. Strategy.
Yep.
That's what they're talking about.
Yeah, I bet so. How close should I hold the monitor to my nose to optimally view the screen?
Look at the angle Net plays. Oh.
No, Net is literally sniffing his monitor. He's in it.
The camera guy's just doing a dance on the stage. That's crazy. Let's see another one.
Nope.
Maybe.
A reminder that G2 did this. It was their choice. No one made them. They're given, both teams are given 2 timeouts.
Give them a round of applause, guys.
Oh, yeah. I can already see the T-Tours flying.
It's inevitable. What were you saying before we got distracted?
This was G2's choice.
This map? No,
the timeout.
Oh,
the
yeah.
timeout was
I'm
their
losing
choice.
it. I'm losing it.
That is a turtle.
Astute. That's why we pay you the big bucks.
As you can see right there, turtle. No!
Fun fact, Christy failed elementary school art class. I didn't.
John QT just killed Leaf mid-showstopper. Saucy's getting kills through smokes. They keep getting away with it.
They can't keep getting away with this. Oh, Viper's pit in mid.
G2.
They know.
Everything stacked.
Don't use the caster voice now.
This isn't even a caster, it's like a movie trailer voice.
Okay.
I wish.
There's been a lot of talk of cinema today. And of course, it's Sean QT's
On the camera. In 4K. Ooh, smoked up. Wait, the high camera actually lets them get, or the high smoke lets them get out. It's also a temporary one-way, so if anyone's holding back there, it just slices off their vision.
Really cool ideas there from G2. They'll get this plant out.
Planted. And TP's back up in the corner. They kind of need to get aggressive, play together. Looking back towards spawn, maybe. Fallon looking out into heaven, swinging back on Raptor, but Zekin and Zelsis.
His shoulder.
They cannot be stopped.
Beautiful retake from Sentinels. Flawless round there.
Flawless.
The timeout could not change anything for G2.
I'm losing it. That's
It's a turtle! Look at that! The zoom in! Oh my God! There's 2 of me. What is happening?
Production also losing their minds at this point, I think.
Shakes hand. Insanity. Hold on.
You can circulate this.
Whoa! Lovely. Tens is upping. He's back. The moment you've all been waiting for.
All right, I want to chant, crowd. When we spectate tens, I want you to say tens, tens, ten. Keep going. You get it. Go. Do you heckin' love him? I think they do.
Here it comes.
It's gonna be really awkward.
The shot heard round the world. Oh no, 10's down to 6. He's wrapped around both sides and blown to pieces.
You guys stop chanting. This is your fault. Oh boy, G2. How have they done that? I'm convinced. Tier list, Leaf, best Stinger player in the world. No one's close. I discounted that round, but I forgot he had a Stinger.
10's falls, and Sentinels can't win a round. Shock and awe. He never actually got to take a shot, is the sad thing.
No, he did. He missed in May.
Yeah, he got like a multiple flashed off, and there's a ray of satcheling at him. I feel like I can't hold that against him.
No one's gonna have their voice tomorrow.
Even the crowd is getting silly.
They're hip with it. Yes, you are.
Yes.
You guys are.
And another beat.
I can't
That's a
understand.
fake.
Who knows? Who knows? We're going for the same thing though. Leaf around the corner. Leaf keeps getting hit by his own teammates' utility on these B execs. First it was the paranoia, now it's the fault line. Zelsis is getting a spam kill over the top of it.
I think that might have been off of his own molly there with the vulnerable.
Yeah.
Through a new box. John QT. Leaf getting caught off guard in a tough position here.
It's
Second
all
from the top
a
row.
ruse. It's all a ruse. Look at A. It's completely open. Look at mid. We're lurking on breach. He's going to be able to get back into B. Does it mean anything?
But the
They're all
rotation is here.
Sentinels killed everyone and rotated in.
Player standing.
The entire population of the city has arrived just in the nick of time. Where was Jonah? Jonah P?
Jonah P was on a journey. He started the round fault lining his own teammate.
He was on a milk jug at the end of that round.
He fault lined his own teammate on the exec into B. Timing incident. It's unfortunate.
Isn't it wild that they have bagged milk in Canada?
Do they?
Yeah, it's real.
Is
Not
that
everywhere.
real?
Bigger cities do have.
I'm not familiar with Canada's milk game, unfortunately.
That was topical because I think someone in the lobby's Canadian.
Yeah, run it back.
Hold on. Let me tell you why that was topical.
I think someone lives in Canada.
I'm going through my
or
notes.
Previously did. You can figure it out.
Oh no.
I'm not telling you.
Is Jonah P?
Does it rhyme with on QT?
No, he's not. He's Moroccan.
But he lived in Canada. That's what you're thinking.
Yeah.
That's what I thought you were thinking, Elise.
Okay. Sorry about that. I've had a lapse of judgment. Let's get back to the game.
You're done.
Tens is
All right,
Canadian.
Sentinels, they're up
No?
in vents. They're about to pounce out on the unsuspecting G2 members. Lights are out. G2 can't see a thing. And that's when Sentinels strike from the vents.
All right, if the bag milk comment got you down, you still have to keep watching because we have the draw show after this for playoffs, and that's going to be very important, or the reveal, sorry.
And we've got penguins on top of people's heads. It's crazy here.
There's a lot left in today.
There's a lot going on. And you know what? G2 going back to the classic, tried and true, a little bit of a lurk mission here. 3 now moving back into mid. Sentinels guessing wrong on the lean list this time around. But always lean against your Cypher site. Go away from it, because you've got full info here. Why not?
Jonah tagged in heaven.
Oh, Jonah wants to go spawn
30
again.
seconds left.
Looked like for a second, peeking down those steps. Nothing there.
There was a temptation. He doesn't fall for it.
Time.
Wait, they didn't destroy the cam.
Time.
I'm thinking of a certain fruit right now.
Time.
A watermelon is one of them.
Time.
10 seconds.
Time.
One enemy remaining. Flawless.
They didn't have enough of it.
Their timeshares ran out. They got scammed. They could only go into the A site for 10 seconds in the round. And they showed up too late. They missed their connecting flight. It's over for them. When is your flight again? I'm like actually concerned for you.
10:40 p.m.
Dear God.
I've never missed a flight.
You have barely over 2 hours before your flight.
It's fine. Let's keep this going. Overtime.
What is going on?
I can go home later. Let's get overtime.
I actually can't believe you lied to everyone and you fly. I thought you would take the train.
Here.
I'm a
Across the
traitor to my
country.
boss.
Unbelievable stuff. Tens is up there.
That he is. Tens turns the flash.
Oh, yeah.
And that is some beautiful tracking on to Leaf. Look like aim labs over there. Okay.
That is
Keep
pretty.
on going, Sentinels. Masterclass.
Oh, yeah. Quick to turn the flash, quicker to snap back and lock onto the raise. John QT coming in for the support. You'll have to see it.
Before the switch.
The fundamentals showing through. Good teamwork.
12-4
Timeout.
LSN right now.
A G2 timeout.
I have some terrible news
What is it?
for everyone in the building.
My ult's ready.
G2 have done it again, folks. They have called their second timeout of the half.
You guys don't get to go home.
No one is allowed to leave. And the worst part, the best part is, I think there's more thoughts going on in his mind now than in G2 talking through this timeout.
What is this?
I'm actually awestruck.
This is actually what's happening inside my mind right now. It's a technical timeout. Sniffer.
I don't. What does moving the hands do? I'm trying it, and
I don't know how.
What is it? I don't know. That's a frog. With a little hat on top.
They just like the frog.
Thought they liked me.
No. Next round. Last of the hat.
Half.
Half?
You said hat. It was
I
in
saw
your mind.
hat.
You liked the frog in the hat. I know.
Freudian slip. I actually don't know if that was what Freud was saying. Don't think so. A little different.
Pretty sure. It was a different kind. All right.
Paranoid for tens. Anchoring on the side. He's been good to hold B before. But is that where G2's ending? No.
No, see, G2, they have 1 minute and 20 seconds left. And they're going to milk every last second.
No. Because they're playing to win, crowd. They love you.
Cover going.
Maybe. I don't know. They told me that.
All right. It's time.
We're back.
The weight of the world on his shoulders. Tens holds his ground.
Are they gonna come to where Tens is?
Oh, no.
Maybe not. Second and mid. Deleted by net. Come on, here's his moment.
They're still going back over into A. It's a fake showstopper into B while a split is happening into the A site. It's only John QT over here. A little bit ridiculous.
Rotations in. Tens gets his. 4v4. Viper's pit in the post plant. And another beauty out of net. He's finally denied.
And now they've got neural theft. They can use this final round of the half. But they've got to get back into the pit.
Oh, wow.
Shots connect on Zelsis. His aim has been true. Trent looking aggressive on the other side of that pit. Continuing his way forward.
Valen on one side of a smoke. John tries to enter, and he is
Oh,
not
that's
permitted.
spam,
The
though.
Guardian cuts down to
7-5.
2.
Still winnable.
5-7. This game
Because
Switching sides.
on split, Sentinel had the pick and they pick their side. So
First, we're gonna check it out. I mean,
7-5 on side you pick is it's kind of meh,
yeah, I mean,
you know?
You kind of gotta respect the game on that one.
Yeah. I don't know how else has got that
It's the
one.
smallest victory, so
Wild kill.
we
Well,
could
this
see
game, I think
G2
we've
win
all learned something about thus
that
far. It's been
game.
some of the best Valorant we've seen thus far in
So
America.
impressive.
And that's why I'm so excited to see our enterprising analyst desk break this one down at the half.
Yes, tens. I'm using this as like a stress ball right now.
I'm glad they're having fun out there.
Yeah, absolutely.
I like how Mimi asked or said, "Let's see what the desk has to say about the game." Like
As if she's been
hilarious.
saying anything.
Yeah. I've noticed there were frogs.
Yeah.
There were turtles. There's a lot going on over there.
I learned a lot. Actually, we probably would be good at whatever map game we just played after that.
Right,
one.
yeah. Well, you know what? We could do some serious analysis. Or we could just play a game of agree to disagree. What do you say?
That sounds like
Second one.
serious analysis.
Okay.
Well, it's kind of
Serious?
yeah,
Maybe.
it's both.
I agree to disagree.
A little bit of both.
How about that?
All right, what are we doing?
All right, let's do it. Okay, so the game is simple. I'm gonna read a statement, and I want to know where everyone stands on it. Okay.
Okay.
All right, so let's get it kicked off. So the first one we have. It would be awesome if this game broke the record for longest overtime ever.
Strong.
You strong.
I think that'd be so funny.
Yeah?
I think that would be so funny. It'd be really painful, but so funny. All right, go.
I strongly disagree with that one. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna have to strongly disagree with that.
Is that it? Is that the? Are you gonna do anything?
I'm sure. I don't even.
Hello. We
strongly disagree. Here's the thing. I don't even know if we have time. I don't even know if we have time for the next one.
We don't anymore. You guys,
but you know what? Everyone watching at home.
What's the second one?
There's none. There's none.
There is none.
Look,
but you know what? Be sure to stick around after the match because we will be revealing the playoff bracket on the analyst desk at the end of the day. So for now, let's get to the second half underway. Back to our casters, Mimi and Ender.
I, for one, strongly agree. Hey guys, what match is this again? I don't think it's TSM,
I
guys.
think it might be. Maybe we're confused. It's so silly that they might just be.
No one even knows.
Who even knows anymore? It's a nail biter, folks. Sentinels taken down early here on the pistol. G2 with a chance to equalize. Overtime, just a dream.
That's
A nightmare. In the eye of the beholder. That's like a cute little combo into hell or into what's that
Beholder.
called?
I hardly know her.
Ropes. It's a late night.
Now, if Sentinels start taking their time, that's when you know something's fishy happening.
What's fishy?
Because Sentinels play all their rounds fast. And if they wait till 0 seconds to plant, I'll say it, they're in it with G2.
To make it the
They're
longest
holding
game
us all
possible?
hostage.
30 seconds left.
No one can leave this venue.
Not until a
game
winner is
complete.
crowned. 20 seconds.
Trent gets a molly kill off the orb in main. John QT is traded. Fallon getting work done on the site. And net, he closes the job. 6-2-7. G2. Is this the start of the comeback?
Don't sound too excited, Mimi. Surely it wouldn't be a fake comeback.
Surely it wouldn't be a fake comeback 13-11 for Sentinels to then win.
Indeed. Let's check that out. We had Dog go through and not clear the corner. That's an error, folks. Free us.
Let's go NRG.
Do we think it's TSM versus NRG? What is happening, people?
It's actually 2021. So I've noticed that the Phoenix meta on this map is really innovative lately.
I do love the Phoenix. That wall really allows you to get into a side. It would be a shame. I mean, Viper is just so poor in this current meta. The only way you can get a viable wall
You're
is
living in
with
the past.
Phoenix.
In the present, G2 is farming on this stance of Eco. I got very excited.
Indeed.
They have classics though.
One enemy
That's okay.
remaining.
SMGs beat classics. G2 are simply better. Sentinels cannot get the eco round win.
They lose the rock, paper, scissors there. But now we have rifle v rifle.
I do love seeing the same two numbers at the top of the scoreboard. Wooey!
One enemy remaining.
How many of you in the crowd have been here since the first match?
Oh yeah!
That's basically everyone.
Yeah, all the Sentinels fans had to come for game one.
Even our friends on the other broadcasts for Latin and Brazil, they have been here for eons.
Oh no. Is Rob Moore still here? That's what I've got to know. Because if he left the building,
from the ceiling.
oh boy, I'm gonna have a strong word. I'll send him a letter in the mail.
Rob has gotten mentioned too many times on this podcast. All right, Leaf. That's just
Is he-
a specter, but
Oh, he saw the halo from the paranoia. That's what he saw over the top of the smoke.
And another aggressive TP from Thames.
2v3 now. Spike dropped on the B site. Jonah P. Great with that bulldog. They've won their bonus.
Has your casting really ascended to where you're just mimicking what the announcer in-game says?
Yes.
She's like, Spike dropped B. Instantly, you tell me the Spike is dropped B.
I'm just like her, for real.
I think we should...
We have some
Shut
news
up.
for you. We have some news for you. Guys, I'm sorry to say, there's another timeout. Sentinels is called attack. They just really need to hone their strategy.
They really do. And remember, they can call their timeout so early in the half because they never dipped into that timeout in the first. They can still hold on to that.
What is going on?
It's like dance music in here.
It's a fever dream.
I thought I left Berlin. I'm still in Berlin. Making me feel at home.
Yeah.
I love the bass. I'm just like vibrating through me. It's the only thing keeping me energized.
Look at this little guy.
It's another frog!
It always has been.
POV, you're a frog.
That's a crab.
That is a crab. It's a scuttle crab. I don't know why.
Is that a type
I
of
have
crab?
no idea what scuttle crab comes from. I'm clueless. Thank you. I knew.
We got a really smart crowd tonight.
They are on the ball.
A+ students.
We have a Nico on for sale.
Okay.
Spike dropped.
Tell me what's going on this round.
Well, it's a bit of a feint into B main. A paint shell's coming out too.
Okay.
But it's all a ruse. Look, they've got no money. They're poor. Sheriffs, ghosts, stingers. And the spike is all on its own. Celsius wants to do it himself. He asked Zekken to come help him out. I love how they're still doing like molly stalls in mid. The next smoke comes in, just blocking down this choke point. But a male smoke and a dog on through clears that out. And now they've threatened one little buddy could be hiding out in vent. It's not much of a concern because the camera here. But why talk about that when we're attacking the B site? That's what it's all about. Oh my. Trent gets the first, comes out, helped to buy Leaf. Oh, the assist.
And it's a complete shutdown. G2, a clean defense on B. Leaf on raise.
Dare I say, G2 are running away with it. About to extend their lead, 9-7.
4K in that round. Oh. Flawless on the board, and what's going on there?
I'm unsure. Maybe a timeout to discuss.
Some kind of aerobic activity, maybe?
Yeah, I'm sure it is. It must just be that. Leaf with another 4K. Did he say anything? I saw his mouth move.
Train.
Train's mentioned! That's just for you. See, you clowned on me when I liked the silly little animals, but all it takes is a train to steal your attention.
Too. They're really cool.
Okay.
I like them.
I feel like Gecko could, get some more pets.
Just found Stuffy, man.
I feel like we got confused there. We were chanting, a kill happened, and no one knew what to do anymore. Least of all me.
Is that a Fnatic chant?
I think it is. Shout out. Here comes the party. Leaf around the corner. 3 players and Tens is up in the corner. What is going on?
How does Leaf find that connection? He's traded instantly.
It's because it's showstopper.
3v3.
The ability's unfair me.
Be quiet. It's perfectly balanced. As well it should be. Flashes into the site. G2 have a lot of utility to support net here, and he still has trips online, but he's just swinging off pretty much nothing and dying for the matter too. It's Celsius to take him down. Jonah P though dropping into this pit, fighting forward as his teammate spams. He blindsides Celsius. And
30
Saucy
seconds left.
is in the clutch, making a run for it.
It's like they want OT. Saucy needs to get active. He's going straight up the rope, not making noise.
He needs to isolate a fight and win it. Stunned on the rope. Both players of G2 approaching. Jonah low on HP. Saucy's got the first. 1v1. Valen swinging. Saucy spraying.
Let's go,
But he
Varian.
can't connect it. Valen wins the round. G2, the first to double digits.
At least we know somebody up there wants to go home. A good close there for Valen. Bringing it to 10. A little dodgy for a moment, I'll be honest.
The first
And that's a huge help for G2.
One enemy remaining.
Whew. I mean, there was a moment there. You saw it, yeah. Just a pixel or two and it's different. That's a man who's ready to
what?
Move on along.
To bench.
Yeah. Again, the departures, I think production is taunting you.
I won't get baited by it.
2 hours, Mimi.
Artillery Fort. Train's delayed? I thought this map was in Japan. I don't know. Or is it in
Unrealistic.
I don't remember.
This is what happens when Kingdom takes over. They run it into the ground.
Orb grabbed in main. Jonah P.
Wait, did you see the coffee shop logo? That was Sideshow. Go back.
No,
you were Sideshow.
You're losing the plot. We have been executed on the site. Second, Satchel in. Net, solo anchoring. His teammates are far away, but he could get this done on his own. Second, down. Tens, inside of a cage, caught, blindsided by Leaf. 5v3 now. Sentinels completely locked out of this one. The spike haunting them in the throat of the site.
It's not very nice, that's for sure. Can they wrap back into mid? There's a Viper down there now. It's over. Good circle.
Trent. On the flank.
They're gonna save?
Past him.
Cowards. It's not like they have Omen ult.
How do they plan?
I mean, they're just gonna save.
That's an interesting plan.
It's an interesting plan. They have no money. They are actually trying to win.
A prudent financial decision, I dare say.
I could never. Buys another latte.
You're the problem with this generation.
Sideshow!
10 seconds left.
My king!
It's just a cup. You guys are tired.
That's a man.
No, it's not.
It's a man.
It doesn't even look like him.
Yes, it does. Do you not see the mustache?
Take this guy off the cast. We're still cheering for the skin.
We're cheering for everything.
How many of you have bought a team bundle? They're busy. You want Sentinels?
Yes, the turtle!
Turtle!
We are back in business, folks.
Production understands. They get it. 11-7.
The highlight of the day thus far. I'm gonna nerd Mimi. It's time. First up. I'll wait. No more.
He saw him. What?
This setup is sick. Attacking Viper Orb there. It means with this wall too, solo B-Anchor can't play here. That's why they're playing fully up in heaven. Great circle. Because if one person is trying to jump spot here, you can orb up, walk out that way or that way. You always need a buddy to be able to hold on that site. And now you know.
Poison orb emitting.
It's also very good. You can walk up with your team, flash out that direction very quickly.
It's a great setup if you're not a solo Viper. Just a warning, if you want to use that on your own, you need another smoke agent if you want to run that setup.
But here, orb up, pressure is on, because now it could have scaled back there, pinch out on you as this mid fight goes down. Sentinels did something very similar back in week 1.
And Valen.
Yeah.
Sliver showing of Tenz's head.
But it's great though, because G2 get in front of it, and that's the big difference. You're not allowing those pinch timings.
Oh, wow.
Valen is still there. Great molly too. G2 on the ball on that, as here goes the lurk. We're through. Do they spam new
30
box?
seconds left.
Do they know what's possibly popped out there?
They have a player just backside containing. They're not worried about this. Rolling Thunder invested onto just John QT.
That's awesome.
He's just bullying, I think.
Yeah, the camera, by the way, sees him on a sliver when you try to walk there.
Brutal.
Think they just went off that. They have a personal grudge against
left.
John QT.
Understandable about after how this game has been going.
Last player
Zelsis, his teammate is fallen. He's all alone. He's flashed and just desperately sprinting towards their spawn. G2, match point. I never thought I'd say that word. hold on.
I think our crowd was just cheering for 4 more rounds.
Let me get this right.
That is a
Do you
turtle.
guys want overtime?
That is a turtle.
I think they want it.
It's a school night. Do your homework right now.
What time do you have to get up for school? Hold it up on your hands. 5 a.m., 6 a.m.?
And the timeout.
8 in the morning. I haven't woken up at 8 in the morning since Check's watch this morning.
Cool.
I'm tired.
Damn, no,
G2 might
it's
give you your
a
gift.
lot.
I think our crowd wants us to suffer. I hear too many OT supporters.
No, I'm here for it.
I do not condone.
What?
This could be it.
But again, I mean, if they can fish early and break this camera, that would do them a lot of favors here. A lot of these rounds, Jonah P holds on to the fault line, but he actually already used it in this round, so waiting on that to come back up. If that is there, though, the hits get destroyed. That breach, all he has to do is get about to over there, and he can help out the B site.
Leaf has critical info. He knows no one's coming B main, so they can fixate everything on this mid-fight, and the re-clear is stunning. Trent opens it up, but the trade is good. Valen teleporting into hell.
And Leaf also stepped up into B main. They've got tons of control over the site. Sentinels unload the neural theft.
But they know.
They're gonna go.
So now they can target these players on the site. Valen is in trouble, but he does well to get his. Leafs up, finds
Oh wow.
nothing. Sentinels
What a nice shot by
surviving yet.
Sassy.
2v3 now. Jonah has util. The retake is
Spike
on.
planted.
Net to set us free. Tens to drag us down into the pits of despair.
5 more rounds. They were saying 4.
Can they
don't know how to
count?
do math. They want it.
I hate them.
I love them.
Take a breath. Jonah P is saving on 8.3.
Hey, let's give some love for the G2 Classic
credits.
too.
Yes.
And the turtle, maybe. The real star of the show tonight.
Are they paying you?
We doing this or what?
I'm impressed she still has her voice.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. It's going. It's leaving me. Wait, what was it? What? I just missed it.
I think it was just muting volume after you die in a round.
Oh.
A lot of players do it. So you can hear your IGL and stuff.
Oh. I thought it was to mute the IGL.
Important games like this.
Oh, yes. Always an important one. Tens has the up again on attack. Don't ask why.
He's tens?
There's not an
There's
answer.
an answer for you. He's tens.
Okay. There we go. A trap play set up in mid off this camera. Sees them when they cross this point, but it's all up through ramp. Double trips to catch them when they push on through. Dog should be able to spot the cam up in heaven. And fantastic stall. They're not going anywhere. Not for the time being. All that and for what?
Oh, wow.
They're leaving.
A jump speak spot, like jumps. The jump peak spotted everybody.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what they're saying anymore.
It's discoherent. But they've committed to it.
It's all getting a little bit loose. Tens gave up on the A fight. Instead, they're walking into mid, but this camera's been here the whole time. Sentinels have not done a good job of spotting this out. That is 3 people, maybe 4 spotted in mid. The trap play was gone.
It's a lot of info. There. Second with a Roomba. They're gonna path towards heaven. That means this round might just come down to Leaf.
We are going B, and they put the same camera back just to put a little salt on the wound.
That's
there it
an
goes.
evisceration of Leaf on the site by Saucy. He didn't stand a chance. 4v5 retake now, but lots of util. Paranoia, Molly's, Jonah P with a fault line and a flash. They're down numbers, and this off angle could have been the moment for Sen.
I miss the old Tens.
Boom. He's gonna hit one this round just because you said that now. Sentinels trading back and forth. Celsius on the reflank, 10 still alive on the site, but it's all Celsius and Sassy. Sentinels are 3 away from overtime. Again, this game means nothing.
This game means everything, Mimi. Can you not hear the passion out in the crowd? They won it.
3 seconds left.
Sentinels won it.
They're still trying.
Sentinels
They're
still have 1 timeout. If they need it now, this could be the moment. They have the confidence, and they tossed the up to Zelsis. Tens missed his, and Zelsis said, "Give me that."
Second double satchel. Trent removes him. Not like this.
This is the same trap G2 did in the last game. The trip in mid, a very forward one. No way you're getting back into that space. Cameron a trip on B. They've leaned into that so many times. Tens got the op back. Reclaimed.
Thank you, my IGL in the crowd.
The Sentinels fans are fracturing.
Cam broken. Last time they broke that cam, they reset and went back towards A-Light. This time they stick around to re-exec.
And they can use that orb to time when they want to take the fights in main if Tens is holding the line.
Stun up. That's further stall and this execute the doggies for nothing. Aftershock available. G2 can just continue to lock them out.
It's only 40 seconds. Sentinels have a paranoia and a flash. The smoke goes in. It's now or never. It's never.
Aftershock. It might just never happen.
Yeah.
30 seconds, they have to go.
That's a Viper orb. That's a Defender Viper orb in main too. The stalled choke is insane.
This
20 seconds.
Execute is the game. Tens, tripped, Leaf sprays him through the wall, and Net still up with support from Flash. Behind the smoke. 10 seconds. G2 fighting for their freedom to make it out of this game. Zelsis has no chance. There's not enough time. G2, the victors of the match of the century. On a third
What an anticlimactic ending, like.
They done it. G2 Esports.
Holy fuck, man.
But it's all smiles for Sentinels.
Zelsis even got his up shot at the end. Tens couldn't do it, but he brought it home.
What a match.
Regardless of the outcome, the battles, the duels back and forth, ultimately, it was the Turtles on top.
It absolutely was. And to the crowd here, everyone who stuck around at the Riot Games Arena, give yourselves a big round of applause, some noise. You make this match worth staying up for.
My goats.
It's Sentinels continuing to playoffs, but it's a G2 that wins the craziest match ever. I'm excited to watch them in the regular season.
Absolutely. I mean, honestly, game 1 of this series was the most fun game of the tournament so far.
And then the next two?
We don't talk about the next two.
Very different way.
We don't talk about the next two. They never happened. But yeah, I mean, the first one was so fun. G2 put up a great fight.
That guy on the right now was electric.
Oh, yeah.
The second 2 maps.
Oh, yeah.
25 on Breeze, 20 here. Clip after clip.
The lurking masterclass. I think there might be a Patreon you can subscribe to. I don't know.
So
like, it's gotta be there somewhere. Free lessons or something. Because that was pretty. Of course, coming up in a few minutes, we will have that draw show. We will find out 4 teams who's going to be playing who.
The big moment to see where that goes. It's going to be exciting. Sentinels in the playoffs, Turtles on our screens.
It doesn't get better than that.
4 teams left. 2 matches, 2 spots in Madrid, 3 championship points to play for if you make it to the final. The rest of this tournament is gonna be good.
And I think you might be able to make your flight.
It's gonna happen.
Just in the nick of time. I sure hope so.
Well, we still are gonna have an interview in a moment, but I really feel like we just gotta talk about Sentinels, because the rest of the match was silly. But let's rewind. That sunset, when it really mattered, they looked amazing.
Yo, their comp was sick. The Gecko KO, the combos were money, and their defense, how fast they played against G2. G2 had never played against a team playing.
I'm a bit sad for
Great read from them. Yep, hello.
Hello.
Kittens, okay.
Yeah, pretty cool there. But we have one more treat for you guys. The Verizon post-match interview. It's Elizabeth standing by with Saucy.
Woo!
Thank you so much. And you've been sticking with us for the longest time if you're at home or watch partying if you're here. But Saucy has also stuck around the entire day, and he also got his first Sova win today, which is something to celebrate. Take a little bow, thank you. Best Sova in the world, everyone. Now, actually, talk to me about that, because that was kind of like a low-key meme, but also like you're one of the best Sova players in the world.
Yeah, I actually discovered this year that I didn't win Sova, so like, I don't know, I really don't care. I don't know. I know I'm the best Sova in the world, so it doesn't matter.
All right. So I have to ask you, after you won the first map, you made it to playoffs. You crushed G2's dreams.
Yeah.
Tragic. Sorry, I love G2. But what was the conversation like when you made it back there and you're like, oh, we made it to playoffs? Because what we saw you do was play actual comps with actual strats and like actually play the game, because we're like, oh, we're gonna see an ISO, oh, we're gonna see all smokes, but nope, actual comps.
I mean, to be honest, after the MIBR series, after they won, we were like, okay, we just need one map, but let's play to win, let's play to 2-0. And after we got the first map, yeah, I'll be honest, the energy was different, comps were different, everything was weird. People started changing skins, so I don't know, like, I'm gonna say like props to G2 too. They play good against us, but I'm not gonna use that as an excuse. We should have won, and it was our bad for sure. But yeah, the energy was different after the first map.
Yes, you technically did lose the series, but you are making it to playoffs. The draw will be shown in the post show, so stick around, because I know we were getting a little silly, but we actually have something very important coming up for the playoffs. Do you have anything to say to your possible opponents?
My possible opponents?
Yes.
Oh, I mean, we're in a good shape, so good luck. Good luck for everyone. It's gonna be a great match. It's gonna be a great series. Doesn't matter who we face. We need to win, so yeah.
Doesn't matter who we face. It's gonna be a good match. A class act as always. Thank you so much, Sassy. Please give it up one more time for Sassy. An incredible performance.
Thank you.
And what an incredible day. It's been long. I know some of you have school nights, but we do have a post show with Absolute Cinema John QT. So stick around, and friends, please take it away.
Yes, thanks so much, Liz. Joining us for the post show is Sentinel's IGL, Absolute Cinema, John QT. Thank you so much for what you gifted us. And also congratulations on qualifying for the playoffs. How do you feel?
Feel good. Very long day, very tired. I mean, it was difficult. We played yesterday night and we had to wake up early. First game, third game. And yeah, a lot of emotions for sure.
Yeah, like G2 pushed you all to the third map. Were you anticipating that? Were you expecting that at all?
I mean, it's difficult because we knew we only needed one map to qualify. We won Sunset, and I mean, it was just hard to try.
Man, can we have the draw already?
We said let's take it serious. We're not obviously we're just gonna not show everything. We're just playing on the fly, and they were they were playing confident. They were plugging. I felt like one serious match and two ranked games for me.
Yeah,
that's what it felt like for me too.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. Well, before we dive deeper into our conversation, our chat, it's time to reveal what you all have been waiting for: the playoff bracket. Now let's take a look at Saturday's matches.
We were so wrong. we were just saying don't worry, bro. I can sense it. It's gonna be the Sen EG game. No.
In the semifinals, we got EG versus Loud, NRG versus Sin. Looking at this, how do you feel?
Expected.
Yeah.
We had to take the hardest road of all time.
It actually is.
It is the hardest road, but to be honest, I'm not surprised, and I don't know. I can't wait to play, pretty much.
Does it put a chip on your shoulder for now you guys got the group of death with Lav, with Lev, and now NRG, which is
for sure. I mean, NRG only played 4 maps. I think we played I don't know.
You can't count. We can't count anymore.
3, 9, 11. I think 11 maps.
It should have been 9.
Yeah. Are you just not feeling? How much pressure are you feeling? Because previous to this year, you were on M80, you were playing in Challengers, and then you go from there to playing on the most popular team. Rabid fan base with tons of expectations. They want success. You're thrown into the group of death. You're playing against, you're IGLing against Sadak, world champion. You're going to go up against NRG. Are you feeling a lot of pressure in these situations, or are you kind of just chilling?
To To be honest, just kind of chilling. I know how much work we put in, and like I trust my teammates a lot. The coaching staff, they also trust me, and we're just taking it game by game. I don't really go into a game. I'm like, oh my god, like 4 champs, like group of death and stuff. It's just like map by map, round by round. Like we just play our game pretty much, and yeah, we're all confident. And I'm chilling, no.
For sure. What's like the structure that you have with Coach Kaplan, your analyst Drew Spark, and you? Like, how do the 3 of you work together?
Depends on the situations. Sometimes we delegate work. We're like, okay, we want to do this for this map, and we like kind of divide the work. Like, you're gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, and like, we're just permanently like talking with each other, and like all day, like make plans for server time. What we need to fix, what we need to work on, and like also like preparing for team. Like, okay, this is the maps we want to play. This is the map that we expect them to pick, and just like go through the game plan together, and like set plays we have, and yeah, just like a collaboration pretty much.
On the same note, you guys brought out the new Sunset comp today.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people have been kind of wondering when some of the like Gecko stuff and like the changes in all the comps are going to come after the Sky nerfs and stuff like that. Is that the first of many, or how's the process come for that Gecko carp in particular?
Yeah, I can't really leak much, but I think Gecko is broken. Like generally OP, I think like people are not using it enough in Americas, and he is broken. I think he'll probably see a nerf soon, like at least with his ult. I think the fact that you can like 7 ult points, you can ult, and like get orbs and like pick up your ult again and like use it again and then get orbs. It's like a very snowbally agent, like very, very snowbally, and yeah, I mean we'll see what we have.
Like what was 8 rounds or something like that in a row on defense?
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
Is the double initiator thing as well? That's something that I feel like got Zekin really activated. Like he's able to go anywhere on the map at the same time. He's frying. I feel like a lot of the strategic decisions you guys are making is really enabling him right now.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, Zach is the Zekin, and like he knows how to play aggro and also passive. He's not the type to overheat. Like even though we run these strats or like these plans where he's like double session off rip, like he's not gonna get 1 and keep going. Like he instantly get 1, 2, he leaves. Like he knows how to vary the tempo. So it's very good to have someone like that.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. What's kind of in game? What is the structure of the calling in regard to what you do as the IGL, how other people contribute?
I call on freeze time. Obviously, people like kind of like give feedback on like what's going on the map and like what the other team is doing, because I'm not everywhere, obviously. But I just give the plan multiple steps, and then it's like people mid round. Like if I'm on the extremities and people are on the pack, usually it's someone on the pack mid-rounding, or it's also me like mid-rounding off my lurk, or like just like resetting the plan, especially when it's just like a call with multiple steps. Obviously like it get lost sometimes and I have to like say the plan again. I mean there's a lot of voices on the team, and yeah, people just like, it's like collaboration sometimes mid-rounding, especially because I'm the lurker. It's like I can call the pack from the lurk position, so like I give like the steps, then they can like improvise from.
It's like the most succinct IGL explanation I've ever heard.
Absolutely, yeah. Now this is going to be the final question. I'm kind of curious. We have a few days. I know we just showed you the bracket, but what type of preparation is going to go into Sin preparing to go up against NRG?
I mean, it's just like VOD reviewing NRG, obviously, and VOD reviewing ourselves. I mean, we need 1 game to qualify, so obviously all our focus is there. And yeah, we have a few days.
Shit,
we'll see how it goes. We'll probably just plan stuff.
Energy Sentinel.
And yeah, work every day and get ready for the match eventually.
Yeah, well, enjoy today's
and
win.
Genius is low.
Get some food. I think we all gotta need some food.
Some must need sleep and food.
Thank you so much for coming through. Well, we'll see you this Saturday for playoffs, everybody. Now, it's EG versus Loud and Sentinels versus NRG. Now, the winners qualify for Masters Madrid and will face off in a best-of-5 final on Sunday. Now, the winner gets a number 1 seed. Number 1 seed for Madrid and 3 championship points. Now, thanks to everyone for watching. We'll see you at playoffs. Finally.
Bro, well played, man. Congrats.
Yes.
And that's it. It's gonna be tough for Sentinel. I don't know what I do. Do I just go play some ranks? I'm still pretty sick. I think I'm gonna call it for today. It was fun. Yeah. I think that's it. See you tomorrow. I don't know when exactly, but see you soon. And yeah, stay safe. Bye-bye.
You talk and you sleep, but I don't mind it, I feel the heat. Need you wrapped all around me, 'cause I just can't get enough of you. With every word we're saying, oh, and every step we're taking, I wanna let you know till the end of the night. I've been waiting, it don't matter what you do. Till the end of the night, we can't run away, 'cause I'll be loving you till the end of the night. We can run till the end of the night, till the end of the night. We can run till the end of the night, till the end of the I can't get enough of you, but I can take this no more.